Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone and welcome to This is Football. Welcome to another stream, another Husam X Tom Little, where I can tell already from what he told me off cam that he's just gonna boil my blood pressure because this guy is now a positive thinker when it comes to the slot machine that we are gonna be signing as the Liverpool manager. I have no idea how he's positive. Anyway, big up to every single one of you guys. Make sure you guys are liking the video. Make sure you guys are subscribing. The heat is back in Jordan. You get me? It's going to be 40 degrees Celsius probably today or tomorrow. So, yeah, the AC is back on. You're very lucky that you're not seeing my full cam. You get me? You can only see neck up, So, yeah, big up to all of you guys. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe to This is Football if you'd like to do so. And today, I am making this stream titled The Leader and the Follower, because one guy just follows where the wind blows. He was more angry than me 2 days ago, and he called him the fat Ten Hag. He's the one who started. He started the slot slander, but for God knows what reason, now suddenly he's pro slot. Before we get started as well, big up to Troops for the raid. You get me with that, with the Sophie show. Big up to Troops. Guys, make sure you guys are liking and subscribing. We are 1 month away from the end of the season, and the target is still the same. 3,000 subscribers from now to the end of the year. Let's get to 3K subscribers. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe. Please share the video everywhere. All of that good stuff. And yeah, let me get my favorite slot out. Man like Tom. How you doing, Tom?
Hello, mate. Hello, mate.
Hello, mate. That's it. Hello, mate. You won't even tell them like, subscribe, nothing. You just walk.
I mean, I thought you don't. I thought people have eyes and they can read the nice little ticket that's going along the bottom of the screen. You know, we're doing all this content for free, or the least they can do is pay their fees. They come in and like and subscribe.
Wow, see, the slot in and the slot out are telling you to like and subscribe. So do like and subscribe, chat. Let me go see. One bet Rayra is gonna send an irritating super chat. Tom is about to gaslight us for trusting in slot. You know what it is? I thought he was gaslighting with Amorim. I'm like, at the end, you guys realized I gave up because I was like, you know what? Tom Loki ain't gaslighting. He's actually making valid points. But this slot guy, now, I'm sorry, you're gaslighting. You're 100% gaslighting. But we'll get to it.
I don't think I am, because I'm not pushing him the same way I'm pushing Amorim. I've resigned myself to slot coming in, so I'm trying to see the positives in him.
Hey, big up, bro. Ready for Gary O'Neill next season? I don't know if I prefer Gary O'Neill.
The panic I had yesterday when that fucking journalist said we'd interview Gary O'Neill. The panic I had.
Yeah, but knowing you would have found a reason to back him anyway.
No, because I tried. You know what, Sam? I tried to, and I looked at his underlying numbers, and Wolves should be like 17th. I don't know how they're not 17th. I'm sitting there going, fuck it. Could you imagine him bringing that to us? He's got no style of play. He just reacts to every team. Fuck yeah, no.
Okay, the only positive of bringing Gary O'Neill is he'd bring Ait Nouri along the way with him.
Do you want to funny, Sam? You know Gary O'Neill? When we were winning league titles, he was our under-21 assistant manager.
Yeah, I know. You told me last time. That was when Amorim was winning leagues too. So yeah, that's the thing. Slot out. Wanted the winner, not another rebuild. Andrew, I am so with you. And I'm going to tell the whole world why I'm slot out in a second. Big up to you, Andrew. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. I appreciate you. Big up to Andrew. Big up to Stephen. Big up to Ed. Big up to all our super chatters. There's already 530 people in here. We ain't even started the stream yet, and there's 530 people in here. Make sure you guys are slapping the like button. Make sure you guys are subscribing. You guys know how Husam X Tom Little gets. We are going to be arguing. We are going to be fighting. We're going to be irritating each other. So I don't want to keep stopping the stream midway to go like and subscribe. So just like and subscribe. In the words of Tom Little, we're giving you all this free content. Hit the like button and subscribe. So, Tom, would you rather tell me why you're slot in before I tell you why I'm slot out?
I mean, if you want me to, yeah. I mean, I look at him, and is he who I wanted? No. Was he a name I was considering? No. Did I initially think he was just Fat Ten Hag? I did. And then when it came out from all the journos and everything that he was going to be our next gaffer, I went, I'm going to have a look then. Started looking into him. First person I saw likened Arne Slot to basically final Jurgen Klopp for the impact he had at that club. in terms of changing what the culture was and getting success there. He brought them their second league title in the 21st century. Same thing Amorim did. He's surprisingly got a better European legacy than Amorim, which shocked me, but he made the Conference League final first year. Should have made the Europa League semi-finals last year, but conceded in the 90th minute to Dybala and then couldn't hold out in extra time. Even when he was at AZ Alkmaar, he was looking like he could win the league there before COVID stopped him and gave the title to Ajax. He's clearly very well rated over there. I mean, obviously, I've not watched the final game. I'm not going to sit there and say, yeah, well, he does this, he does that. No. He's the kind of guy who apparently he's better than Ten Hag ever was. He's apparently Feyenoord's, to some fans anyway, Feyenoord's greatest ever manager, the impact he's had. In terms of everything that this ownership group and these the recruitment team and everything wants, he seems to fit all that. Do I still have my doubts? Yes. I've seen what Ten Hag's done in this league. I've seen that the Eredivisie has not been producing many great managers, all things considered. But
can I ask you a genuine question before you carry on? I'm fully going to let you express yourself.
Yeah.
Would you take Mourinho or Slot on a real? If you were offered Mourinho only short term?
If you could guarantee me Alonso afterwards, I'd take Mourinho. But that's the problem. If you could guarantee me Alonso afterwards, I'd take Mourinho. But
if I guarantee you a better market next year for managers, how about I guarantee you?
Who you guarantee me? See, but that's different. That, like, yes, I'd love Carlo Ancelotti, but that's not going to happen, though, is it? Let's be real, that's not going to happen.
But why? Isn't he leaving Real Madrid?
Because ultimately, he was an Everton manager.
Come on. You really think he has loyalty towards Everton like that? Come on, Tom.
No.
I don't think Ancelotti's out here like, I'm not going to manage Everton.
No. I was messing. But ultimately, as much as I like Ancelotti, he doesn't fit what the people in charge wants. I've got to go based off what the people in charge wants. And Ancelotti's Liverpool, I just don't see happening. And then we get to the point of who's my next step after. If I do Jose for a year, who's my next step afterwards? The guarantees that I get someone better are not necessarily there because I have no idea what the market's going to look like. Is it worth taking an educated gamble on this fellow who's apparently fucking Michael Edwards' wet dream in terms of all these stats and everything? Look, I backed Edwards coming in. I was very big on that. This is his first big call. This is a lot of pressure on this call as well. He's going to have my backing to start off with, but I do have reservations about him because I haven't seen him play. He's clearly done very well this season. He stuck 6 past Jordan Henderson, which already gets a plus vote in my book. So, he's already on good terms there. But yeah, I just think is he who we expect? No. Is he necessarily going, when Klopp announced he was going, the best guy on the market? No. But he seems to tick a lot of the boxes which ultimately the club wants ticking. And he's got success to bring with it. I'll put it this way. Out of all the other options available to us, he's the best one. He's better than Thomas Frank. He's better than Gary O'Neill. He's better than fucking Andoni Iraola. He's better than Thiago Motta. He's better than all these others. As much as, Jose would be fun for the year, as much as that would be interesting, that's not the way the club's ran. So you've got to look at the way the club's ran. Ultimately, Slot is the best one for that. He's going to have a lot of pressure, but this is what it is.
What made you make the U-turn before I speak?
Because
there was a U-turn in your brain. Because this wasn't you literally 24. To be honest,
no, because 24 hours ago, the extent of my knowledge on Arne Slot was he's bald and he's from the Eredivisie. So I just instantly went
so tell me what changed your opinion.
Reading, the thing is, I don't read our journalists' things on it because that is just prop. That's like pure propaganda, which is trying to spin everything. I went to read what Ajax fans and PSV fans and Feyenoord fans said about him. Ultimately, he's the best manager in the Eredivisie, probably in the last 10 years. His style of football suits Liverpool's in terms of the formation and the role for the players. Certainly, the problem that I had with Amorim was I didn't know where Trent was going to fit in. Trent will probably be the main guy in this system because Arne
Trent
Slot
won't have a
inverts that
problem
wing back.
fitting into any team. Like you could go from Jose to Slot to Gary O'Neill. Trent is playing, whether it be midfield, right back, right wing back. He's in there.
No, I never said he wouldn't play. I just I didn't know what role
the
he was going to have.
The players that really would be actually interesting where they fit in is the likes of Szoboszlai. Those are the ones where I'd be like, shit, where the hell is he gonna go? That one
in Arne Slot's system, he's Slot plays with
no. I'm saying in general, like generally, whichever manager you're thinking about.
Well, yeah,
like maybe a Szoboszlai, a Robertson,
a Gakpo,
a Diaz. You know, those are the ones where I'd be like, shit, where does he fit in?
Yeah, I mean, look. Ultimately, the more research I've done on him, the more I've been interested in what he's done. He's done quite a lot with a Feyenoord team that apparently was horrendous when he took over. What he done with an AZ Alkmaar team as well was really good. So there's clearly a lot there to appreciate. Is it going to be a big jump? 100%. 100%. But Michael Edwards has access to more data than I ever will. And he will have crunched all these numbers. He will have figured out that this fella's the best bet for it. So I'm going to have to back it.
I want to ask you a genuine question before I start. Because I'm obviously I'm a crazy person. Everyone knows this. So I want to ask you a question, Tom. Manchester United need a manager.
Yeah,
they got Arne Slot. Would you laugh at them?
Before I'd done the research, yes. After I've done the research, no. Because he's better than Ten Hag ever was.
Based on why is he better than Ten Hag? Convince me.
Ten Hag had the team that was filled with world beaters and players that were going to go for loads of money and this, that, and the other. He was able to spend loads, this, that, and the other. Slot took over a team that was shit, got them to a European final first season, won the league the second season, and is on course for his best ever finish this season, but it's going to be second.
Everyone in the chat is calling you out. Be real with you. Everyone's calling you a liar.
Go read what
you're
people
telling
say.
me if Arne Slot went to Man United, we wouldn't have laughed at them. Be real, Tom.
Like I said, before I'd done the research, yes, I would have pissed myself because they just went for another bored Dutch fella. But afterwards, no. I think he's a very good manager. But there is still the same thing. And again, I will say this. You can say all this stuff. Go read what the Dutch fans and the people who watch the Eredivisie week in, week out say about Ten Hag compared to Slot. They always said Ten Hag. They always said Ten Hag had his issues covered up.
If you stop lying for a second, they were also very praising of Ten Hag before he came to Man United. Don't lie about that. At least be honest about that part.
Again,
you're telling me before Ten Hag came to Man United, they were not like Ten Hag is fantastic.
When did I say they weren't? When did I say they weren't? When did I say they weren't? I never said that. But they've been saying Arne Slot is a better manager than Ten Hag was in Holland. What he achieved in Holland is better than what Ten Hag did. He showed more managerial ability than what Ten Hag did. Everything he's done is better than what Ten Hag did. Even the year Ten Hag won the league. Even the year Ten Hag won the league. Slot won manager of the year.
He's gone.
Even the year Ten Hag won.
Can you calmly just tell the world why Slot is better than Ten Hag? That's it. And I'm here. I'm gonna mute myself here.
He's better tactically. He's more stuck to his ideas. He's a better man manager. He doesn't fall out with players. He's able to achieve much more on a modest budget. He doesn't need to spend 400 million to get success. He doesn't have a fucking fetish for buying his old players that turn out shit. He's a better manager. What he's achieved is better than what Ten Hag did, according to Dutch fans. I mean, what more do you want me to say, Husam? I'm not saying it's my opinion. I'm not saying it's this. I'm not saying it's that. I'm just saying, according to the Dutch fans, this is what they say. They know more about the pair of them than I do.
Have you ever worked with TKA?
Who?
Okay, so you've never worked with them. TKA is the reason why I don't trust the Dutch fans. Because he's in the comment section. He's a fraud. He's on Sad's channel all the time. He's a massive fraud. Anyway, now it's my time to speak the reality. 880 people in here, guys. Let's get the likes up, first of all. Make sure you guys are liking the video. Make sure you guys are subscribing to This Is Football if you're yet to do so. Every single one of you guys, please hit the like button and subscribe. I don't want to stop myself mid-rant to remind you to like and subscribe. It's literally all you have to do is just close your live chat. This live chat, close it, hit this like button right here. Let's get to 300 likes ASAP. We can't be mad at the Liverpool forwards not being clinical, then you yourself are not clinical. So let's get back to the important topic, which is Arne Slot. Slot out. That is my analysis of this Slot situation. Hashtag Slot out. I am Slot out.
How can you
Can
be
I
a manager
speak?
out?
Can I speak? Can I speak? See how I didn't interrupt you for 12 minutes? I allowed you to express yourself and your emotions. Now it's my turn.
Can I ask a question just straight away then? How can you be a manager out straight away without even watching them?
I'll tell you how. I'm about to tell you how before you rudely interrupted me. Slot out. If you're slot out in the chat, just type slot out. You know what I dislike about this? The disgusting propaganda by the FSG journalists over the last 24 hours. This is why Arne Slot is such an incredible manager. This is why Arne Slot is incredible. Is because he has won a Dutch league while actually not spending that much money. And this is why he fits right into Liverpool Football Club. Why the hell should I be looking at a manager and thinking about the budget already? FSG need to spend money this summer, full stop, period, point blank. So the problem is the basis of the argument to begin with. My basis of the argument cannot be by definition, he hasn't spent money and he's done well, so let's just get the manager in. Because there are many managers who haven't spent money and done well. De Zerbi hasn't spent money and has done really well. He's finished higher than Potter. Gary O'Neill hasn't spent money and he's done really well. Iraola hasn't spent money and he's done really well. Every single one of the managers is spent money and he's done really well. There's so many managers like that. And if we're going to talk about attacking football, if my argument is going to be attacking football, let's go get Brendan Rodgers. Brendan Rodgers plays a phenomenal attacking style of football, 4-3-3, beautiful pass and move, and it's just incredible to watch. My logic for the argument will never ever be style of football alone, or he is good without a budget alone, because I think all these arguments are weak. When I look at Liverpool Football Club, you need to look at the position that we're in right now. This club is not in a position where Jurgen Klopp first walked in. This is not a club in a position where it's Mignolet, Sacco, Lovren, and all these guys. This is a club in a position where we have 4 or 5 world-class players, where we're 3-4 signings away from competing on all 4 fronts. Do I trust Arne Slot with this team? Hell no, I don't. People need to start looking at the intangibles. The intangibles matter. The intangibles matter. The stuff that you cannot see, the stuff that you cannot explain, which is, can he handle the pressure of managing Liverpool Football Club, or is he going to be one of those ones that's happy to be there? This is one of the things that people just genuinely don't understand. We are in a position now where we need a manager to come in and continue Jurgen Klopp's work and take us to keep us on the level, or at least take us to a higher level. What we do not need is a manager that comes in and I have to give him time and I have to act like Liverpool's crap. Liverpool's not crap. If Jurgen Klopp stayed at Liverpool next season, Jurgen Klopp would have probably won the league or won the Champions League or won whatever, because we would have signed players this summer and we could have kept it stepping. All we need is literally 2 forwards and a left back, and we're good to go. A centre back is Matip's leaving. That's all. That's literally all we need. And we're good to go. And I'm saying not even just compete. I'm saying compete on all 4 fronts. Do I trust a Feyenoord manager to come in here and to take us to the next level or keep us at this level? Hell no, I don't. Hell no, I don't. I do not care about style of football, because the numbers, whether we like it or not, the numbers state that the Zerbi ball is the closest to Klopp ball. That's the numbers. That's what the numbers say. Not my opinion. If it's my opinion, I disagree. No problem. I also am with Tom. Me and Tom are on the same side. We both don't want De Zerbi. Fairs. But if I'm saying based on stats and numbers, the stats say that De Zerbi's football is the most similar to Klopp ball. I don't want De Zerbi. I don't want Gary O'Neill. I don't want Iraola. I don't want Slot. I don't want any of these guys. You know who I want? I want a winner. That's why me and Tom 4 months ago were arguing about, hear me out, we're arguing about Amorim and Xabi Alonso. And Tom asked me 4 months ago, why do you want Xabi Alonso? I said, even Tom will vouch, I said, I want Xabi Alonso if he wins the Bundesliga with Bayer Leverkusen. So I've been consistent all along. Why? Because if Xabi Alonso wins the Bundesliga with Bayer Leverkusen, he has beaten the biggest monopoly in European football, which is Bayern Munich, who get the best players in that league and the best managers in that league year in, year out. And with Amorim, Tom convinced me. And it had nothing to do with budget and net spend or any of that stuff. He's convinced me because of the players that he's improved, the players that he's made incredibly better. His style of play is completely different to Jurgen Klopp. Notice how I'm keeping my energy the same. Amorim and Klopp don't play similar ball, yet I was pro Amorim because the guy also won stuff with Sporting Braga. Sporting Braga, for the people who don't know in the chat, Sporting Braga is the equivalent of like, okay, let me give you a genuine, honest example from this Premier League. Sporting Braga is the equivalent of what, like a Brighton or like, I don't know, like a Wolves or some shit. Like they're the fifth team. They're the fifth team basically. They've never made it.
They're like a Tottenham.
No.
They're like a Tottenham before Poch. You know that Tottenham team before Poch that occasionally had good moments, but they didn't actually do anything. That's what they were. Because
you know what it is?
They won stuff,
the problem in
they
the
have won stuff.
League, there's only 3 good teams. That's the problem. So the fourth is by definition going to be Spurs, but you get what I'm saying.
Do you know what though, Husam? First of all, I want to ask, who do you want then? If not Arne Slot, who do you want?
Okay, I'll tell you who do I want. Sometimes Tom,
because we can't have Amorim or Alonso.
Perfect. Sometimes Tom, the market dictates what you do. And by the way, have you seen the reason why we can't get Amorim? Did you see it?
He wants.
We're not willing to give him the money that he wants. Are you aware of this?
No, I've seen that it was a multitude of reasons. I've seen that he wants the Chelsea job over us. I've seen that he wants control over the transfers, and we don't want to give him that. Stuff like that. There's multiple reasons why he's probably not got the job. Oh, it's fucking Francois Plateau. He's a bottle. Right, go look at him. He's a fucking faker. He's fucking IndyCarlia. He's not a real journalist.
Just saying.
He's not a real journalist. Go look at his last tweet. It's not a real
Tom,
journalist.
you're someone who's FSG out. Would you genuinely not believe it if I say Amorim rejected us for the money?
I guarantee that's not why.
Do you think it's a crazy reason, or do you think it's possible?
I don't think it's a crazy reason, but I guarantee that's why he's not rejected us. Because ultimately, Husam, we say he wants. Let's put it this way, Husam. Is our manager going to have control over the transfers this summer? No. So why the fuck should he care what budget he's got? Because he's not in control of it. Because it's not his budget at the end of the day.
I'll tell you why he should care. No, I'll tell you why he should care. Because if he's going to manage Liverpool Football Club, and he's going to be the person after Klopp, then him taking over the transfers matters to him. Not making decisions, but the budget matters. I'll tell you why it matters. Because he knows that after Jurgen Klopp, he's going to come in, just like after Ferguson, just like after Wenger, just like after any of these guys, and he needs transfers, basically. I'm actually being serious.
I don't think that's the reason. I really don't, because I think...
No, but why has Amorim rejected us? Why have we rejected him?
He hasn't...
I changed it. I just said, why have we rejected him? Calm down.
Because he isn't the right fit for what we want to do, for whatever reason.
How?
For whatever reason. We don't know, Husam. I'm not sat in the board meetings.
Yeah, but Tom Little, everything you said about Slot applies to Amorim. Are you aware of this? He's one with a budget.
Yes,
he plays attacking style of football, and he's a very good manager.
Yes. Now, do you want me to be honest, Sam? Do you want me to be honest? I think he wants Chelsea over us.
Say that again. Sorry, I was coughing.
I think he wants Chelsea or United over us.
No.
Don't know why, but I think he wants them over us. I think he does.
No, I don't think he wants Chelsea or United. I don't think anyone looks at this Chelsea job and goes like, yeah, I want to take that job.
I think he does. I think it's either that or we just don't think that the way we've done the interview, we don't think he's the right fit. Don't get me wrong, I prefer Amorim. I think Amorim is better.
Yeah.
And there's a reason he rejected West Ham. But for whatever reason, we don't believe he's the right fit. And I'm sure that it will come out in the wash. But if it's either he wants another job like a Chelsea to follow in the path of fucking Jose, or he wants control over the transfers, which is not going to happen because there will be no point in bringing back Michael Edwards anyway. And if you're asking me, hand on heart, who has better quality in their job, Michael Edwards. There's a reason Madrid, there's a reason United, there's a reason every single club under the sun wanted Edwards. We've got him back. So you work to his strengths. If that means Amorim is... If that was a non-negotiable for Amorim, it's a non-negotiable for Amorim. We move on. But back to the point. Who do you want as the manager then?
Oh, yeah. I was actually, I didn't get the chance to answer that question. I just realized. Anyway, sometimes the market dictates what you do, Tom. We have to just take a step back sometimes and go like, it's not Michael Edwards, it's not Tom Little, it's not Husam. The market's crap. Are we in agreement that the market currently is shit for managers?
Yeah, it's very poor.
Okay. So what I would do is get in a winner for a short-term solution, regardless of whether he's washed or done out here or finished, even like a Mourinho, for a year. So I would sign Jose Mourinho on a 1 or 2 year contract max. So I'd give him a 1 year contract plus another year option in case he does really well. You know why? I'll tell you why.
Why?
Everywhere Jose Mourinho is gone, he's won trophies, other than Spurs, but no one wins trophies at Spurs anyway. The reason why I say I want Jose Mourinho is, Tom, this team is ready. I'm actually being serious.
To do what? To do what? Win a league?
This team is ready to win a league title. I'm being fucking serious.
Yeah, he hasn't done that for 10 years.
I'm aware of that, but I don't think he's been in a position where he was able to do that to begin with.
He had a fucking title-winning team and finished fucking 10th with it and got sacked.
No. Listen. That's very.
Let's keep it real, Husam. If you were giving me the Jose of 2010, 2004, bite your hand off. But this Jose is a bitter old man who cannot keep a dressing room together, and ultimately is losing that magic that he once had of getting it over the big clubs in the big moments. This isn't the same Jose, and I can't take that gamble for a year, because if we bring him in for a year and it goes tits up and we finish 7th, we finish 8th, do you think Alonso? Because I'm sure after next season he'd want Alonso in. Once he leaves Leverkusen,
of course.
you throw your hat in Alonso. Do you think he's going to look at us if we finish 8th and go, that's the job I want? Ahead of all the other clubs in Europe that want to give him deals because he's the hottest, most in-demand prospect in the managerial sphere.
Alonso.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Yeah. So if we finish 7th with Jose and it goes tits up and we've pissed off players because he's not played them, and we've pissed off players because the tactics are shit, and we've pissed off this and we've pissed off that, we've fucked it in all the cups, we're 7th in the league, do you think Alonso's going to look at that and go, yes, that is the ideal next step for me?
And what happens if it goes tits up with Arne Slot? What happens if it goes tits up with Arne Slot?
If it goes tits up with Arne Slot, fuck it.
Be
At
honest.
least they stuck by the models.
Oh, wow!
But Husam, what's more likely to happen? I'm messing.
It's okay because they stuck by their morals and we just got slapped away at Man City 6-0. But it's okay because Slot is an attacking football manager, chat. And you really,
I'm messing.
I'm messing. You guys in the chat really think I'm the fraud. Look at what this guy just said. My man just fully said we stuck by the morals.
I'm messing.
You know if it goes tits up with Slot,
do you want to know the honest points? I think there's less room for elements. I think there's less of a chance of a complete catastrophe with Arne Slot than there is with Mourinho, because Mourinho's so volatile now.
I think the likes of Slot is more catastrophical, because the likes of Slot could come in there, be a deer in the headlights, not be able to manage a big club or handle a big club, not command the respect of any of the players, lose the dressing room within a month, and suddenly we're screwed.
No, but we have these same problems with any of these young managers that we wanted. Amorim would have had the same stigmas.
No.
Yes, he would have.
Yes,
he would have.
No, completely not.
Yes, he would have.
Completely not.
Yes, he would have.
Even Arne Slot don't even have aura.
Oh, get the fuck out of here with this aura shit. What, because he's bald? That man rattled Simeone in a way I've never seen Simeone get rattled. Simeone was trying to punch a man in a friendly because that's how much Arne Slot rattled him. Trust me, that man's fine there. I don't know why we're so desperate to try and just peddle this. Is he who we wanted, Husam? No, you wanted Alonso, I wanted Amorim.
Yeah, but why do you accept it? Why do you accept it?
Because ultimately he fits all the other
models. Why do you have to be a follower? Why can't you be a leader?
I am not a follower, because Husam, if this was Gary O'Neill, I'd be pissed off. If it was Thomas Frank, I'd be pissed off. If this was Iraola, I'd be pissed off. If this was Thiago Motta, I'd be pissed off. If this was most other managers that we were linked with in the past fucking 2-3 days, I would have been pissed off. But ultimately, this guy does tick all the boxes I want from a new Liverpool manager. Does he tick them as much as Alonso did? No. Does he tick them as much as Amorim did? No. But he ticks them.
If he ticked them all, why you never recommended him?
Because I wanted Amorim.
That's not the point. You could have said Amorim. I want Amorim, but I wouldn't mind Arne Slot. You never said
are we forgetting the whole point of Before I did my research yesterday, I had no idea who the fuck he was. I knew he was bald and I knew he was Dutch. After I've done research, after I have looked into him, my opinion has changed.
Hashtag slot out. I cannot wait. It's gonna happen, chat. I'm telling you right now. It is gonna happen.
What happens?
This is
what
the
happens,
manager that
what
we
happens
brought
if
in.
he's
This
successful?
is the only similarity between him and Klopp. This is the only similarity between him and Klopp. That's it. Smiling when the team is down. That's the only similarity between him and Klopp. Like that. This is the manager that we've got.
What happens if he's successful?
What happens if he's successful? I'm happy to be wrong. Well, you think I want to be like? You think I want to be right? I want to be wrong, and I want Liverpool to win.
You're peddling this whole thing.
Just like I wanted to be wrong about the title race, but I was right. And you've never said, Husam, you're right, because you're very arrogant.
No, because you're not right, because you still try and push that City at home was the worst result of the season for us and cost us the league when it didn't.
I never said West Ham. Never said that.
It's fine. You say City at home cost us the league when it didn't.
No, I said it was must win.
There's no point, man. All I will say is he the guy I wanted? No. But honest, you're sitting there, lad. I can't be. We've done this argument 4 times already. We'll just be repeating the same points over and over again. Some agree with me, some agree with you. We're not going to reach any new ground.
This team is ready to win, Tom. I'm not going to give it to some random Dutch guy and go like, "Yalla, bro, come on, man." By the way, we could be in a position.
But you want to give it to some washed-up Portuguese fella who hasn't won a league title in 10 years? If you wanted to win it, you know what? I can't. I hope he's not in the chat because he'll run with this. If you wanted to buy a winner for a year or 2, you go get Tuchel.
Fuck off, Tom. Fuck off.
You're not getting a washed-up Jose.
Tuchel is not a winner. Where has Tuchel won? He never won at Dortmund. He didn't win the Champions League with PSG.
Jose won a fucking Conference League with Roma. That's literally it.
Okay, do you agree? Be fair.
Jose won an FA Cup and a Europa League.
For Roma is massive. Be honest. Don't lie.
Fucking Feyenoord were in that final.
Okay, 1 second. Let me check. Yeah, and Jose beat Slot. So where do we go from here?
Great. This is a 20-year experience Jose with a better side, and he scraped the 1-0 win over Feyenoord. You want a washed up. I love Jose. Jose is my favourite manager of all time that didn't manage Liverpool. What he done as a manager is ridiculous. This is not that Jose. Look at what De Rossi has done at Roma since he's come in. Roma were expecting to finish 7th under Mourinho. De Rossi's got them challenging for top 4. Mourinho isn't the same guy. And I'm not taking that gamble on it. There is no... Your idea of wanting this winner to come in for a year, you're playing such a risky game where if it doesn't come off, we are fucked. At least with this fella, you're backing up a project. You're going for a project, and you've got the right people in charge who are project managers. And the right people in charge who are project people. Do you think Edwards has never worked in a situation where he's buying players for one-off seasons? Because that's what you'd be doing for Jose. If Jose comes in, you ain't buying players for the future because you're not having them do a year under Jose and then a year under a manager who plays a completely different style. A completely different style. It makes no sense for the football club. Mourinho,
you think
Conte,
the team can't pass the bus and
no.
play dirty, disgusting football? It can. Maybe that's what we need.
No, it isn't. You want to win league titles? That doesn't win league titles anymore.
Yeah, but why do you talk like Slot can win the league next season?
I'm not saying he can win the league.
Okay, best case scenario for Mourinho is yes, he can.
No, he can't. I've got no evidence.
Your worst case scenario is worse than mine. My best case scenario is better than yours.
I have got no evidence that Jose can win a league title beyond 2015.
Yeah, except his 7 league title medals.
Yes, back when fucking Sir Alex Ferguson was in dugouts. Back when fucking Benitez was our gaffer.
Thank you for further proving my point. He beat Ferguson for the league title. That's incredible.
Football is different now.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Different. Football is different. Mourinho hasn't survived that. So why would I want him to take over my club in the?
Do you guarantee that at least Mourinho wins me a trophy next season, even if it's the FA Cup?
No.
No, Mourinho will win something. Don't lie. Mourinho's going to win something next season.
I can't guarantee it.
No, I can guarantee it. I think Mourinho will win something.
So, 17-18, he won nothing. 18-19,
Spurs don't count.
like, I mean, he was in a final with Spurs, but he was going to lose that.
Yeah,
final
and then they
anyway.
sacked him a week before, so that's why
Yeah.
Spurs don't count.
Do you think he was seriously going to win that final with a fucking 10% fit Harry Kane against Man City and Pep, who are now in their resurgence?
You know why I will
they
honestly say
weren't.
yes? Because Jose Mourinho is a winner. He beat Arne Slot in a Conference League final against Feyenoord. And if you're telling me you don't think Slot is going to win the league next season, I'm just looking at this realistically. I think Jose's best case scenario is better than Slot's best case scenario, and his worst case scenario is also better than Slot's worst case scenario. Slot's worst case scenario is as follows. Worst case scenario, genuinely, I'm going all the way worst. Worst case scenario is he comes in, no one in the dressing room respects him, he loses the dressing room, everyone goes mad, players start leaving, and he ends up finishing 10th. That's worst case scenario.
Why do you think? Why do you think that Slot's going to lose a dressing room straight away? I think.
Don't change my words. I said that's worst case scenario.
Okay, but why do you think that's going to be a concern? Because I think we've got a very professional group of players, and we've got a very well organized leadership group who are going to give a manager a chance. It's not like they're going to see Arne Slot walk through the door and go, "Oh fuck this, I'm not playing for him." Our players will at least see.
That happens. Why are you denying it's a possibility?
Our players will at least see, what you can do on the training ground first, what you can do in pre-season first. That's what it's about, though, isn't it? That's what it's about. Let's be real. You're banking on what Jose was back when fucking Eden Hazard was tearing up leagues. The only games Eden Hazard plays in now are fucking charity games. That's it. That was the last time Jose was good, when Eden Hazard was fucking tearing up the left wing. Now he tears up the left wing against fucking Team Chunks in Qatar. That's what he does.
Tom, I look at this from a business perspective. Sometimes the people who invest in the stock market and people who buy businesses or buy real estate, there comes a point in time where the market is just going through a bad place right now. You know what they do? They wait until the market is in a good place. When I'm looking at this current manager market, if we can agree other than Alonso and Amorim, we didn't want anyone else. Like before this, we didn't want anyone else other than Amorim and Alonso. And if you told me 3 months ago, Jose Mourinho, I would have said no as well. So I'm with you guys. I'm with you. However, sometimes the market dictates what we do. If the market's crap, I have to wait for the market to be better. That's just kind of how the business works.
But people cannot wait. We cannot wait.
People don't buy stocks at their highest price because they have to buy something now. That's kind of not how it works. Sometimes you just have to wait a little bit. Also, let me give you a genuine question.
No. Because Sam, you can't use the stock market thing, because if I was waiting for stocks, I could just leave my money. I could just leave it to do fuck all whilst I wait for them stocks to drop. We've got an entire fucking season next year that we have to play in and compete in. So
and that's why I provided a short-term
solution. And leave it with no manager. I can't sit
there. Yeah, that's why I provided a short-term solution. I have done.
Mourinho is not a short-term solution. He will cause more problems in a year than he will solutions.
I disagree.
And what is the guarantee that he takes a 1-year deal? What's the guarantee he takes a 1-year deal?
Because he hasn't managed he hasn't managed a big club in 7 years.
There you go. That's why you shouldn't get him there. You've explained it yourself. He hasn't managed a big club in 7 years.
No, so that's an explanation why he'd take a year contract.
Why should we put all our eggs in the Jose Mourinho back? Bear in mind, Jose comes in. Bye-bye, Mo Salah. He's gone. Salah hates Mourinho, so he's gone straight away. So bye-bye, Mo Salah. We've now got to get fucking 30 goals and 20 assists from somewhere with a manager who is so negative and so defensive and cannot outclass people now. Trent, bye-bye any sort of attacking from Trent. He's now fucking Branislav Ivanovic. That's what Mourinho tries to say. Branislav Ivanovic. Fucking that ilka fullback. We play fucking.
I'd still rather go with him because he's a winner over Slot. I'm not taking Slot, brother.
Mourinho was a winner. Mourinho was a winner.
Slot lost the league on goal difference.
That was during fucking COVID with AZ Alkmaar.
And Slot also lost the Conference League final.
I cannot believe you are being that fucking shameless right now.
With Feyenoord. That league was being shameless at all.
You're saying you lost that league on goal difference. That league was cancelled halfway through because of COVID. He was second with AZ Alkmaar on goal difference. That is fucking. You cannot.
You would have lost that league anyway.
Was cancelled. How do you know that? You can't. We don't know that. We literally don't know that.
You'd have lost that league, Tom.
No, we don't know.
Why
His
isn't he
team will
top
do
of the
very
league
well
this
that
season since he's so good?
He's having a better season than last year. It's just PSV are having an all-timer season.
Oh, PSV are having an all-timer season. So we laugh at Thomas Tuchel, but we give Slot credit for that.
No, we laugh at Thomas Tuchel because Thomas Tuchel is 16 fucking points behind. Arne
Okay,
Slot is
and
9.
Feyenoord. How is PSV having an all-timer season with 26 wins, 3 draws, and 1 loss? How's that all-timer?
Look at they have 95 goals scored and 17 conceded. Go ask any
That's
PSV fan. Go ask any Dutch league fan. They
that's
are
an
having
all-timer
an
season with
all-time.
Ajax in 5th place. You call that all-timer?
Oh my god, not right. So it's an all-timer for
20
PSV.
is 3rd.
Oh my god,
That's all-timer season. Damn.
All-timer isn't based on the quality of the league. All-timer is based on what the team at the top is doing, and they have 26 wins, 3 draws, and 1 loss. And their loss only came recently. Like they were unbeaten up until 3 weeks ago in that league.
I'm Slot.
Let's not detract what they're doing.
I'm not waiting
That
for
year-
him to prove me wrong, to prove me right. I'm
That
waiting for him to prove
year
me
you're
wrong.
on about where he lost the league on goal difference. They'd only played 25 matches out of the 34. He was
Yeah, and
second.
he's second
He
in
was
the Eredivisie
second
right now.
with AZ Alkmaar, a team that haven't won the Eredivisie since 2008. They haven't won the Eredivisie since 2008. They'd only actually won the Eredivisie twice.
Yeah, and they capitalized with Ajax being crap.
Ajax were fucking top. So they didn't capitalize on Ajax being crap. The year before,
How's Ajax was top?
The year before, AZ Alkmaar came fucking 4th on 58 points. When the league was stopped, AZ Alkmaar was 2nd on goal difference with 56 points. Let's stop trying to knock what he's achieved.
Alkmaar is a good team.
AZ Alkmaar. Oh my god, AZ Alkmaar won. Right, so you say Portugal's got three teams in it. Benfica, Sporting, and Porto. The Eredivisie has 3 teams in it. Ajax, Feyenoord, PSV. So AZ Alkmaar were the equivalent of Braga, were they not? That 4th team that occasionally does some stuff. So what Slot was doing at AZ Alkmaar before the league got fucking cancelled and then he got sacked for talking to Feyenoord, that was on a similar level. But now we're knocking it. I get that there's trauma over Ten Hag and what he's done at Man United. There's massive trauma over that, and I get that. But everything I've seen, Arne Slot's difference, and ultimately the big difference is he's not going to be bringing in fucking Idrissi from fucking Feyenoord. He's not going to be bringing in his fucking right back from Feyenoord.
Even if you did, you'd take him, and you'd give me a reason why he's a good player.
I wouldn't. The only reason I'm taking this now is because our fucking recruitment staff are the best in the world. If Arne Slot was coming in with control of transfers, I'd be a lot more nervous.
Are they really the best in the world? Based on what?
Yes.
I don't think.
Go look at the run. Go look at the run Michael Edwards and that recruitment staff had when they had control of the transfers. Go look at it. It was.
You mean before Klopp took power?
Yes. So from 2016. 17. So it was 2016,
we were very good at transfers.
2019-20. That run was an all-timer run in terms of recruitment. It was just success after success after success after success after success after success after success. If they're in charge again, I'd take that.
4 months into the season, when you're Slot out, are you gonna say Husam you were right, or you're gonna act like the title race?
I'm not going to be Slot out after 4 months. I'm not like you who tries to run narrative after 2 months. No.
So when we're 11,
I'm going to give the gap a chance.
When we're 11,
we're not going to be 11th, though, are we?
Based on what?
Based on the fact that I've seen what he's done, and I've looked at what he's done. That is in no way an inclination that he's going to finish fucking 11th.
Mm-hmm.
He's not going to turn this squad shit. Let's keep it real. I think you're doing a massive disservice to him. This is a guy who should... This season hasn't been... It's been better than last year because of the results and everything, but they've just been unlucky to not have the trophies. There is no Salah... Oh my God. Do you think Salah was the same player he was now? Do you think Mane was the same player he was in his prime when we signed him? No, he wasn't. You sign these players based on the potential and the numbers. None of them players were at the level they achieved at us when we signed them. That's it.
I can't wait till everyone
Sam,
fully turns on Slot.
If,
And we're sat here going like, oh, Husam, I should have listened to you. Just like they said during the title race. Just like Chelsea fans were apologizing to me yesterday. Just like Spurs fans were apologizing to me when I said Spurs downfall is going to happen. Bro, people need to understand something. The step up from Feyenoord to Liverpool is a massive step up.
It is.
That will eat that Slot guy alive. That Slot guy in a press conference alone is going to get eaten alive with the amount of clickbait shit he's going to say. Alone in the that by itself. And by the way, all
based on what
evidence?
You're just throwing shit out there and saying it will happen.
I'm giving you all the possibilities. I'm giving you all the possibilities.
No, but you're saying but
I'm sorry that I think this Liverpool team is already good enough to win. Therefore, I would actually want the winner to manage my football club, not Arne Slot.
And then you give me a winner. And then you give me a winner. Hold on. No. You say you want a winner to manage the football club, and then you give me a winner who hasn't won anything fucking relevant for 10 years.
That's just an example. I'd rather Mourinho. I'd rather Zidane. You know, Zidane is my top target anyway.
Oh yeah, why don't we just get fucking Zidane? Because he wants to come manage us, doesn't he? That's
why
he
would you take Slot over Zidane as well?
Jobs.
Would you take Slot over Zidane as well?
I'd take Zidane. But I also don't live in Clark.
Why would you take Zidane over Slot on a real? Why would you take him?
Because 3 Champions Leagues in a row is 3 Champions Leagues in a row. Am I a dickhead though who thinks Zidane's going to come manage us even though we get every single big job? What are you on about?
That happened 6 years ago. The 3 Champions Leagues in a row.
Yes, it did. He also won.
So it doesn't count, yeah? It doesn't count when it's 6 years ago.
Who won their last year? Who won their last league? Who won their last?
Ancelotti?
Yeah. Who won their last league title before Carlo took over? Because he had a couple dodgy years, and then Zidane took over and won them a fucking league title. If I go look at Zidane's honours, he's won shit more recently. You're asking me about Jose, who hasn't won a league title since 2014-15. Let's put it this way, Husam. You think this season has been a bit of a disappointment in terms of what we've won, especially if we don't leave with the league title. Do you agree? Just a Carabao Cup.
Oh, of course this is disappointing, 100%.
So when Jose does that next year, you're going to say, oh, yes, a real success. We've got a winner in charge. No. We've just blown shit up to achieve the same, if not less. Do you think Jose Mourinho, hand on heart, you think Jose Mourinho in this current state beats Pep Guardiola to a league title?
I think if we get the right transfers in, there's a possibility of it happening. I don't think there's a possibility of it happening with Slot, even if we get the right players in.
What right transfers? So we fuck up everything we've built recruitment-wise to buy all the players for 1 year of Jose. We get rid of Jose, and then what the fuck do we do? We've got players.
No, but you're not. Tom, you're providing a wrong experiment.
You're so short-termist in terms of your manager.
Actually, I'm very long-termist because I want to give. I'm actually very long-termist because I actually want to give Liverpool Football Club to a manager who can take it over, like a Xabi Alonso, like someone who's actually fucking good, not Arne Slot.
So let's say Xabi, from Wish. Husam. What happens next year if Xabi Alonso has a shit year?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
You know why it doesn't matter? Because he won the league with Bayer Leverkusen against the biggest monopoly in Europe. The biggest monopoly in Europe by far is Bayern Munich. Anyone winning the league in that league with a team not called Bayern is a massive achievement.
Okay, so
you know that's true as well, Tom. Anyone winning the league against Bayern who's not Bayern is massive. Bro, even the best manager in the league when it was Nagelsmann, they got him. So they don't even just get the best players in the league; they get the best manager in the league too. They get the best players in the league and the best manager in the league.
I don't get what I genuinely don't get your line of thinking.
Xabi Alonso having a bad year next year actually suits us because then Real Madrid wouldn't look at him and we can get him.
Real Madrid are always gonna fucking look at Xabi Alonso.
No, they will, but I feel like
Husam,
okay. Can I tell you honestly something about the Real Madrid thing? Can I be honest? Can I be genuinely honest?
Yeah.
Tom, I don't think Real Madrid are looking at like. Okay, let's be objective about this, Tom. Do you believe that Real Madrid are going to get Kylian Mbappe? On a real, no banter.
Yes.
I actually agree they're going to get Kylian Mbappe. Do you really think Kylian Mbappe and like the players at Real Madrid have no say in this managerial stuff? Like, obviously, Like, I'm not saying Mbappe would go to Florentino Perez and go like, I want this manager. But I think Mbappe would rather work under Ancelotti than work under Xabi Alonso. Let's be real now. Forget as a player, as a manager.
Sure. And next year they'll get to work under him. And then what happens when Carlo Ancelotti leaves?
Exactly, but I feel like this Xabi Alonso to Madrid thing has been blown out of proportion. Like it's a done deal, and they're 100% going to get him. No, but because they're acting like he's 100% going to go to Real Madrid, and there's no hope for any other club getting Xabi and all that shit. Like all I'm saying is, Real Madrid are the biggest club in the world. The Real Madrid are more attractive, but I think Xabi Alonso suits us more than he suits them because they have a lot of players who are like been there, done that type players, and if they get Mbappe in there. I don't know if he's going to be very keen on, like, you know, running around doing pressing in the Xabi Alonso system.
So he's going to just... what? So
but
you think Real Madrid...
Mbappe would rather Ancelotti?
You think Real Madrid are going to turn down the chance to get Xabi Alonso as their manager and go for whoever? Don't know who, but they'll go for whoever because...
But why does Ancelotti have to get sacked? This is the question I've never got the answer to.
Doesn't his contract expire next year?
And they can renew it?
I'm sure you would have renewed it by now.
No, but Tom, do you actually agree that Ancelotti is generally one of the best managers in the world? Yes. And there's no reason to sack him?
Ancelotti's one of the greatest of all time. One of the greatest of all time.
No, but I'm asking you an objective question. Why are we acting like Ancelotti's gone and he's sacked and it's done and it's finished? Why?
Because Real Madrid aren't going to sit there and wait. If Real Madrid get the opportunity to get Xabi Alonso in to build their next great team for years to come, Real Madrid are going to bring in Xabi Alonso to build their next great team for years to come.
Are you looking at this from your perspective or from a Real Madrid perspective?
I'm looking at it from a Real Madrid perspective. You get Bellingham.
So you think Xabi Alonso is a Galactico manager?
Yes.
I don't think so at all. I think Carlo Ancelotti is the Galactico manager, who they already have.
You're on about Galactico managers. Who the fuck was there?
No, they're literally trying to sign Mbappe. They're trying to sign Trent. They're trying to sign every big name player in the whole world, bro.
Yes, and then you go and get the most hyped up, the most sought after prodigy to manage all them, so they all grow at the same time. But
they're not doing prodigies, Tom. That's my point. They're kind of doing like fucking winners.
Yes, but Alonso also kind of isn't a fucking prodigy, considering, as you said, he just broke the monopoly of buying. So it's not a prodigy. He's already got success that most managers have never had. So let's put it this way. Real Madrid and Liverpool both.
That's what I'm saying, David. Honestly, David put it the best way. Real Madrid are not like, they're not the club to do like long-term manager, Tom. I feel like you're genuinely speaking at it from our perspective, not from their perspective.
So Real Madrid aren't the kind to do long-term manager. Zinedine Zidane's done how many
years?
Name
the last time they got a long-term manager. No, don't do that, Tom. I'm saying at the start.
No, I'm gonna fucking do that.
No, I'm saying like at the start when he was first hired, we sat back and went like, yeah, that's a long-term manager. When's that happened?
It doesn't matter what we think when they start. It matters what happens when they do. I don't care about what I thought when it happened, because what I think when it happens probably isn't right.
Yeah, but why did Zidane stay long? Because he kept winning.
He was successful. Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you telling me that Alonso?
But all I'm saying is we're looking at Alonso in a Liverpool prism. We're not looking at it in a Madrid prism. If I'm signing Mbappe and I'm looking at Trent and I'm looking at like to create the best team in the universe, why the hell would I sack Ancelotti who's successful?
Right, so who's the best managers in the world? It's not about sacking Ancelotti. I'm pretty sure Ancelotti will go. But
okay,
let's look at best managers in the world. Because I swear he wants to go manage Brazil or something. So after, we can go manage them for World Cup.
He actually rejected Brazil, to be fair.
He might go want to manage the national team, or he might just want to fucking retire.
Stay at Madrid. That's the funny part.
He might just want to fucking retire or something. But let's look at it this way: best managers in the world. Pep Guardiola is number 1 at the minute. Carlo Ancelotti number 2. Should we say Carlo Ancelotti number 2?
Ancelotti, Klopp number 2 doesn't matter. Okay.
Yeah. And then Klopp number 3, and then who's number 4?
Okay, you know what it is? I feel like this is very unfair.
Who's number 4?
Why? Because Ancelotti, Klopp, and Pep. No, hear me out. Because Ancelotti, Klopp, and Pep are like in a table on their own, and then you have to like walk 3 streets and open a new restaurant to find the next table.
But who's number 4?
Who?
Probably Inzaghi.
Inzaghi, okay. That's another
Who's number
one.
5? Who's number 5?
Why don't we go for Inzaghi?
Don't know. Mustn't fit what we want to do.
No, he doesn't fit what we want to do. But Inter Milan are on a budget and they've won the Serie A.
Yeah, doesn't he want to stay at Inter though? Doesn't he like sign a new deal?
Guys. So if we call Inter Milan, we offer them the money for Simeone, and we call Inzaghi, and we're like, "Listen, Inzaghi, we're gonna triple your wages." You think he'll say no?
Oh yeah, because we're going to triple his wages, aren't we?
Oh,
What
so
happens
now
to
you're
know your
actually going
owners?
to the root of the problem, which
What
is
happens to
us
know your
actually not
owners?
acting like a big club to begin with.
Why do you think we now suddenly act like the way you perceive a big club to be? We've never
Okay,
done
listen,
that.
can you just talk for the next 30 seconds? I need to go get some water because I've been coughing and shit.
I
Just
genuinely don't.
talk, Tom. You're a fucking YouTuber.
I genuinely don't get what Hassan's plan is in terms of bring fucking Jose in for a year. And then what? We finished 7th, we win fuck all. But you know, we had Jose who ruined the fucking dressing room. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't add up like that. That's not how logic works. Xabi Alonso is the 5th best manager in the world. You think Real Madrid next year, especially if Alonso goes and wins another title next year, you think Alonso's Madrid gonna look at Alonso and go, "Oh no. He's too young. Mbappe needs an older manager." No, Alonso's Madrid bound. We've got to build around what we build around. Ultimately, every single one of us wanted Edwards back in. We've got Edwards back in. This is Edwards' choice. I've kind of got to back it, otherwise I'd be a bit fucking hypocritical, wouldn't I? I'd be a bit fucking hypocritical. I'm pretty sure I said my top 5. Pep, Ancelotti, Klopp, Inzaghi, Alonso. They're the 5 best managers in the world right now.
Can you answer Andrew's great question? What if Slot finishes 7th?
Then it's a really disappointing season.
It's 40 degrees in Jordan. That's true.
Then it's a really disappointing season, but I don't think he's going to finish.
1 second, Tom. Answer both questions because I'm going to go get some ice. It's really hot. 1 second.
If he finishes 7th, it's a really disappointing season, and we've got to consider his position. But ultimately, I don't think he's going to finish 7th. It would take a lot of shit for him to finish 7th. He's not a 7th place type manager. Let's put it this way. Ten Hag finished fucking 3rd, and he's not very good. Slot's apparently better. Slot's apparently more successful. So we look at that and we go, okay, well, maybe he finishes 3rd as well. Ultimately, you've got to consider all this spot. I think there's more of a chance of Jose finishing 7th than Slot finishing 7th. There's more chance of Jose finishing 7th than Slot finishing 7th. There's more chance of fucking Conte finishing 7th than Slot finishing 7th. The notion of bringing in these winners of managers who come in and just do this, that, and the other, and come in for a year now, and then just job done sort of thing. No, that's not how it works. It's not how it works. Football has moved on beyond that. Football has moved on well beyond that. We are now in a spot where you need to build around projects. You need to build around what these the ownership and the fans want in your football club. Let's look at what our fans want. Let's look at how we played for the last 9 years. Do you think our fan base is all of a sudden just going to accept park the bus counter-attack football off Jose after 7 to 8 years of prime Klopp ball, high intensity, high octane, counter-attack, this, that, and the other? That's what you want. 100% what you want. That's what it's about, man. We've got to look at the way this is. We straight away Mourinho comes in, you lose
crumbling without Husam, guys. I'm back. Don't worry. Okay,
it's what are you on about?
It's the Gerrard and Torres connection, innit? I'm the Gerrard, so Torres is finding it difficult, by himself.
Look at this man.
How do you, Tom? You good?
I just don't get what people are on about with Jose. You break apart everything Jurgen Klopp done for the last 7 years. That's what I don't get.
Yeah. Okay, but you know what you don't. I'll tell you what you don't get. What you don't get is we have the same exact thought process for Arne Slot. Arne Slot is going to destroy everything Klopp built over the last 4 or 5 years.
How's he going to do that?
Okay, I'll tell you how. All you're talking about, genuinely, no banter, is actually style of play and all this shit and working on a budget. But if I'm talking about, 1 second, don't go mad. Listen to the statement. If I'm talking about style of play and working on a budget, do you agree I can name about 30 managers in the world? Let's be real now.
who have a style of play like Liverpool and have shown they can work on a budget like Liverpool.
Yeah, and they worked with a budget. We've seen that even in our own league, bro.
Go for it.
Iraola, perfect example. People had Bournemouth relegated.
Not as successful as Slot. Next one.
That's okay, but here's the thing. No one expects Bournemouth to be successful. If you tell me Feyenoord is successful,
right? So hold on, Husam.
Whoa, that's mad. Feyenoord is successful.
If I was to sit there right now, Husam, and offer you Andoni Iraola, you'd say no, he's not won anything. We need to win stuff next year.
No, not just no, but I'm saying the same stuff for Slot because I want someone who is a proven winner who's ready to take the next step. Even if we go and we offer Simeone even more money as an example, or someone like for me, this extends beyond style of play. I'm looking at intangibles. I'm looking at, okay, the manager walks in. He's got to command the respect of the dressing room. He has 3-4 world-class players to work with. I genuinely believe in my heart of hearts, we're 3-4 players away from winning everything. Like, I really believe we're 3-4 players away from having a ready-made team. Bro, this season we dominated Manchester City at home. At home. And Slot moving from Feyenoord to Liverpool and us expecting like him to be successful is just naive. Because last time that's happened, Tom, who has been the successful managers in the Premier League over the last 20-year period? Let's look at it logically. Mourinho. 1 second. Mourinho won the Champions League with Porto and the league, went to Chelsea, was successful. Pep Guardiola dominated world football with Bayern Munich and Barcelona, went to Manchester City, is now dominant. Jurgen Klopp won the Bundesliga with Borussia Dortmund, not with Bayern Munich, got to the Champions League final, was successful. You look at, what's his name? Before that, Mancini dominated the Serie A. Go look at Mancini in the Serie A before he took over Manchester City. Go look at Mancini in the Serie A before he took over Manchester City. He went to Manchester City, won them their first league title. You've got Ferguson in there, of course, who's won league titles as well. Those are the people who have been successful. In the Champions League, the managers who have been successful over the last 10 years are like what? Ancelotti, Zidane, Pep, Klopp. We're talking about the best of the best here, Tom. So it's never ever happened that a manager comes in from a Feyenoord to a Liverpool. And by the way, this is not just Feyenoord to Liverpool example, this general example. Feyenoord to Liverpool and then boom, directly win. Because I'm saying at least, okay, let's look at the Inzaghi example as an example. Inzaghi might not be the best manager in the world or Klopp's level or whatever. Inzaghi ain't even fourth. I disagree with Tom. Because if I consider everyone, I'm putting Simeone above him, I'm putting Zidane above him. So let's say Inzaghi is sixth.
I struggle to put Zidane above him considering he hasn't managed for 3 years. I'm on about managing jobs right now sort of thing.
Okay, that's fine. Let's just put him fifth or sixth or whatever. At least Inzaghi was the manager of Inter Milan, managed the Champions League, got to the Champions League final, and won a Serie A with Inter Milan. So he knows what it's like managing a massive club, a massive institution that's global around the world. That's why, my brother, Nagelsmann couldn't hack it at Bayern Munich. That's why Kovac couldn't hack it at Bayern Munich. That's why Felix Magath couldn't hack it at Bayern Munich, because they weren't able to hack managing a massive institution. That's why, let's use our own club, Tom. You want to talk about style of football and working on a budget? You thought I was trolling earlier on. Brendan Rodgers played incredible football and worked on a budget at Swansea, got them promoted, finished mid-table, was playing some of the most beautiful, attractive football in the world, came to Liverpool, shat his bed. Why do we always look at the bare surface shit that's okay? Let's just look at style of football and working on a budget and that's it. End of.
Because I'm not looking at just that. When would Slot have said I'm looking at just that? If Arne Slot had won fuck all, I'd be in the exact same boat as you. But ultimately, he's won a league and he's won a cup in 2 years or 3 years. Sorry, he very well could have won a league title at AZ Alkmaar. We'll never know. But he's won a league and cup in 2 years. So you look at that, and then you go, right, well, the boxes that you need to tick off for the Liverpool job. Can you win stuff? Yes. Would I have liked it to be a little bit better than the Eredivisie saying stuff? 100%. But you've won stuff. Can't ignore that. Can you work on a budget? Yes. Are you good at developing young players? Yes. Are you a charismatic guy who can handle media? Well, he's handled the Dutch media very well. So is it going to be a bit of a change coming to the English media? 100%. 100% it is. But apparently he's handled the Dutch media very well. And tactics and style of play. He plays a style of play that suits the squad. A style of play that has a lot of similarities to Klopp. It's just a little bit of a more intricate build-up style, rather than a lot of it's less direct, more sustained build up. But in terms of the pressing numbers and stuff, they're the same. In terms of the areas of attack, they're the same apparently. So all that considered, is he take me back to when Klopp announced he was going? Is he the guy I wanted? No, wasn't even on my top 5. But you look at everything, you open your eyes up, you get given new information, you look it up, and then you go, well, I can see why Edwards has made this decision. I can see how we've got to this conclusion. Now, is it a risk? Yes. Every single manager is a risk. But if the fella I think is the best in the world at his job,
I actually have a problem with that logic, Tom. When you say every manager,
bar like the Peps of this world,
brother, can you calm down? There's a difference between bungee jumping and taking a risk by I don't know, whatever, something that's smaller risk. Okay, I'll give it to you this way. Let's go stock market. Easy example. It's a risk investing in Tesla. It's a risk investing in Microsoft. It's a risk investing in Google. But is it a bigger risk than investing in, I don't know, fucking Liverpool mugs? But that's also on the stock market. Of course not. So there's risk and there's minimizing risk, Tom. So we have minimized risk by getting in Michael Edwards.
Do you think Jose Mourinho is less of a risk than Arne Slot?
Can I tell you a bigger problem actually I have with this whole Liverpool situation? There's something that genuinely worries me. You know what? Chelsea. You know why?
What about
Chelsea got these bunch of Brighton guys, and now they've become Brighton 2.0. I'm worried that we get a bunch of Bournemouth guys and become Bournemouth 2.0. I'm being dead serious. I'm actually being genuinely dead serious right now. Genuinely, why? What stops us from going all the way to the shits, basically?
I'm assuming that it's a lot of pressure on Edwards. I'll put it this way: Edwards is making all these decisions. It's Edwards' job that's on the line. If we turn out that way, which I'll admit is a possibility,
yes,
then you point the fingers at one man, and we ultimately, Jurgen Klopp comes out of it looking so much fucking better despite not doing anything, doesn't he? If Edwards gets all his control and it goes wrong, then Klopp looks like a fucking genius, and it extends his legacy tenfold. But based on everything that you know about Edwards and stuff, I'm assuming and I'm gambling on the fact that he's made the correct appointments and everything. He's went for the best people in their roles.
But I don't blindly trust him. Meaning, if we got Brendan Rodgers, then I'm not going to sit up here and just be happy. Because I trust Edwards. Trusting Edwards alone is not a reason. Just 24 hours ago, we were interviewing O'Neill. So there was a possibility that Gary O'Neill became the Liverpool manager. Had Gary O'Neill became the Liverpool manager, everyone would have also said, maybe not you, but everyone, even in the chat, wherever, would have said what? Give O'Neill a chance. Everyone would have said that shit. But for me, I'm doing league honor settings because I've had enough. I've had enough of always acting like a small club. I've had enough of always us acting not like the massive institution that we are. Because me and Tom go on streams and go Liverpool are the biggest club in England, 6 Champions League winners, blah, blah, blah. And we are acting genuinely like a small club right now. We are acting like a small club. And my problem with everyone in the chat is that you guys in the chat that are backing Slot, you guys are the biggest hypocrites in the world. Because when Jurgen Klopp announced his departure, not a single one of you put Slot even in the top 10 of the managers that they would take. Suddenly, you're all sat here acting like Slot's a good appointment because he has a good style of football and works with a budget. Who gives a fuck? I can name you 10 managers who do the same exact shit for a multiple different leagues.
Please do.
Okay. Iraola. Gary O'Neill.
Wes.
Roberto Di Zerbi.
Wes.
Amorim. Alonso.
Better.
That's 5.
Better.
All right. No. Forget about worse or better. We're talking about the concept, which is work with a budget and do well. That's the concept.
And win. Let's act like we're not asking for people who've won stuff as well. Hence why Gary O'Neill was an instant fuck off.
I cannot expect the Bournemouth manager to win, but I can expect the Feyenoord manager to win. Is that a fair statement, or are you going to be fraudulent about that as well?
Could Iraola have not won at other clubs?
Tom, don't be now. Now you're being fraudulent.
Could De Zerbi have not won at other clubs?
So was Bournemouth not one of the first names on people's lips when we were talking about relegation?
Yes.
Oh yes. And is he in any danger of getting relegated?
No.
Isn't Dominic Solanke having the best career season of his life? Who's his manager? Iraola. So can we move
Yeah.
on now and stop? Let's not argue semantics if I'm naming the 10.
Right, okay.
Miguel Sanchez, Girona,
Mm-hmm.
doing very well right now. 7, Diego Simeone.
I wouldn't say Simeone's worked on a budget.
Oh, yeah, Simeone. Yeah, because Atletico infamously spends so much money, right?
Oh, yeah. How much did Atletico spend on Joao Felix?
Sorry, say that again?
How much did Atletico Madrid spend on Joao Felix again?
So you accuse me of being shameless. You had the audacity of accusing me of being shameless.
Yeah.
And now you're talking about the transfer from how long ago, Tom? Tell the people.
4 years ago.
4 years ago.
4 years ago. You know, we won league titles
Fonseca
that season.
is doing really well at Lille, who we've actually been linked with. That shows you how shit they are in terms of standard.
Mm-hmm.
Fonseca at Lille, that's another one. The best manager, who's currently 3rd in the Liga, working on a budget, doing really well, playing sexy football. And if I want to go there, I can go there. And if I want to say it, I will say it.
Say it.
Ain't Postecoglou. Because I had Spurs coming 9th. He's actually outperforming what I thought would happen.
Yeah, and I can say the same thing about what Arne Slot's done.
Why wouldn't you take these 10? Why wouldn't you take these 10? The same exact reason. Let's go.
Because I've seen Arne Slot win. I've not seen it, but I know Arne Slot's won stuff, and he's won stuff in a league that is ultimately people aren't. I'm coming in here with facts. Before anyone jumps at me, I'm coming in here with facts. Arne Slot has won a league that is ranked as the 6th best league in the world. It's above Portugal.
Mm-hmm.
So his achievement of winning the Eredivisie is very impressive, all things considered, especially with a side that has only won 1 in the 21st century, and a side that was finishing like 5th or 6th when he got in, and he turned them into title winners within 2 years, got them to a first European final in however many years, won a cup this year. We don't know what he would have done if he was to stay at Feyenoord next year. Do I think there's better managers on the market? Yes. Amorim.
And hence
is a guy
exists
like
the problem.
But
if there is better, why am I going for the inferior when I'm Liverpool Football Club?
Because for whatever reason, the guy who I think is better isn't the guy that the people in charge think is better.
Okay,
I advocated for the people in charge. I'll put it this way, Husam: if you to sit me back down in January and go, you get Michael Edwards, but he appoints his manager, or you get Amorim, but we get a completely random but we just get Richard Hughes as the director of football.
Mm-hmm.
I take Michael Edwards. I have to take that gamble on Edwards nailing the appointment.
No, because I said, I trust Edwards. That doesn't mean I trust him blindly.
As much as I like Amorim, you need the right people in the high up seats. That's who you need. And also,
Arne Slot will never ever beat Pep Guardiola to a league title, which should be the ultimate end goal.
We never know. Who knows?
We do know, and I'm saying no from now.
Okay, if you believe that's fine. I don't believe Pep's
going
to be.
I just want to remember everything. All the people who are cussing me right now in the chat, watch how Tom Little is going to be slot out 3 months into the season. I promise you. By the way, you know who was also successful in the Dutch league? Frank de Boer.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell them about his Crystal Palace stint, Tom? What happened?
Yeah, it wasn't very good.
Yeah, tell them what happened.
He got sacked after like.
You know who's successful in the Eredivisie? Ten Hag.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the last good Dutch manager we've had in the entire universe?
The last good Dutch manager.
He won the Champions League with Ajax like what 30 fucking years ago.
I mean,
that's very interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what point you're trying to get at. The Eredivisie is a shit league, and no club should ever a point from there.
I'm just saying, people are being hypocrites because people follow the flock. Because it's really hip and cool right now to go like, I'm gonna back whoever Edwards supports,
before Jurgen Klopp,
because there's clearly
hold on, Husam. Before Jurgen Klopp, who was the last successful manager to come to the Premier League from the Bundesliga? I'm not saying there's definitely not. Well, I just can't remember it off the top of my head.
Because that never used to happen anyway. There never used to be really German managers in the English Premier League like that.
Okay, so basically,
we have to go through the list of German managers in the English Premier League.
I'm not on about German. I'm just on about people who managed in the Bundesliga. Doesn't
Bro,
necessarily just
you
need
know
to be
what's mad,
German.
Tom? You know what's mad? Let me
But
tell you what's mad. I'm looking at the list. I'm actually being dead serious. It actually starts with Klopp, Ranić, and Tuchel, which actually proves that there really hasn't been that much, to be honest, to begin with.
so ultimately, we also took a gamble
Wagner, the
in
guy
a
that
sense with
managed
bringing Klopp in.
Huddersfield. Felix
Mhm.
Magath when he managed Fulham. Daniel Farke when he managed Norwich.
So they're all shit then. Like the Bundesliga didn't have a good rep in the Premier League before we brought
Yeah,
one in.
but why was Klopp different and why was I pro Klopp? The reason why I was pro Klopp and actually
Because
wanted
what
Klopp
what
was
he
what he's
done was
done with
remarkable.
Dortmund.
Yes,
Exactly.
but ultimately there isn't a Jurgen Klopp on the
No, but
managerial
Klopp
market
hasn't
now.
gotten to that level.
He hasn't. No one on this. No one available on the market now has gotten to that level.
No, there is people on the market who have gotten to that level pre-Klopp Dortmund.
Do not throw. I'm not discussing Jose Mourinho or fucking
I'm not
Conte
saying
or
Mourinho.
fucking anyone else like that again. We know what the ownership and we know what Edwards wants for a new
I'm
manager.
not saying
Someone
Mourinho.
who's young and someone who's going to give up transfer
Yeah, but I just
control.
named you 10 examples that you push to the side. Why aren't you pushing for Fonseca from Lille? From Lille? Tell me right now. Go on.
Because what the fuck's he done outside of the Ukraine?
Oh, what's he done outside of Ukraine? So he hasn't been successful and he hasn't worked on a budget and he doesn't play offensive football and
What
all
has
that.
he done outside of fucking Ukraine?
Okay, he's won with Porto, with Braga, and he's won back-to-back leagues in Ukraine.
Well done. He won in fucking Ukraine. Woo!
And he has
Yeah!
Lille in 4th place while playing attacking football. And
Arne Slot has Feyenoord in second.
So you're saying Arne Slot is second. I'm saying Lille are 4th. Tomato. Top 4.
But you're throwing me a Paulo Fonseca who, for all the success he had at Shakhtar, was shit at Roma.
I am
He was
based
sacked.
on what you said.
He actually didn't win the fucking league with Porto. The only league titles he has won have been with Shakhtar. That's it.
First of all, can you stop going all angry?
He was Porto's AVB replacement, and he couldn't even win the league and got sacked.
Okay.
Then he won.
I'm saying
Then he won the Portuguese FA Cup.
Tom, stop acting like I'm advocating for Fonseca. I'm not. I'm using your logic against you, brother.
But I've just explained why your logic is flawed.
No, I'm using your logic against you. How's my logic flawed when I'm using your own logic? Your logic's flawed.
Because you're trying to throw me Ukrainian Premier Leagues when they have the biggest budget in Ukraine.
That's not the point. I'm saying he's done really well currently with Lille, who doesn't have a good budget, and they're in 4th place.
But he hasn't got the success at Lille. Whilst working on the budget, the only success he's had.
That's fine. You can remove Fonseca from the list. We now have 9 managers. Happy now?
Next one. Next one. I mean, I've already wiped off fucking Iraola and Gary O'Neill and stuff because, again, they don't have the success.
Oh, they don't have the success because Bournemouth are expected to win the Premier League this season. You know?
I mean, what do you want me to do? Just
my
wait
logic
until Gary O'Neill goes and manages somewhere. If Gary O'Neill was this winning manager, manage a winning club. That's he's manager winning club.
He kept Bournemouth up, and he's managing Wolves, who everyone thought was going to get relegated.
This is Arne Slot's second job. This is fucking Amorim's second job. They've won stuff.
Thank you, Ed.
What are we doing here? You're trying to just write off everything Arne Slot's done. Everything
Arne Slot's done. You know, he's won the league with Feyenoord. Oh, let's give him the fucking Nobel Peace Prize.
Oh, okay. Now we're just going to the other extreme, aren't we?
I'm just saying, you know, he won the whole.
Sorry, he won a league battle with Feyenoord. It's his third job. It's Slot's third job. Sorry.
I'm not waiting. He's. I'll only be slotting if he proves me wrong. Other than that, I'm slot out. Simple as. Let me just go to these super chats. Big up to you guys.
Horrendous way to be.
Yeah, okay, no problem. You could call me horrendous, but then when everyone is following what's trendy and everyone's slot out 6 months from now, we'll come back to this conversation and I'll remind you of it. I'll remind you of the April 24th conversation for the rest of your life when I was clearly ahead of the curve and you didn't want to listen. So now we can move on. So let me just do these super chats. Big up to everyone who's shown us so much love and support. You get me? Make sure you guys are liking the video. Make sure you guys are subscribing to This Is Football if you're ready to do so. There's still over 1,000 people in here. This is you watching us. I want you guys to hit this X button and hit this like button right here. We're 30 likes away from 500 likes. Let's get 500 likes ASAP. Big up to my guy Ed, who said slots, everybody. I like Eddie. I said slots, everybody. Big up to you. I just so hope that Amorim want to go to City next year.
I don't think Amorim's the kind of guy to get. I think they're either gonna get Arteta or the Girona gaffer, because doesn't like Guardiola's brother own Girona? Yeah, Guardiola's brother like owns Girona, so I reckon there's been something done there already.
There's something in that whole Girona thing when his brother owns the club and shit. You could just tell it's just such a City thing. We are doomed. Another season of max 5th place. I agree with you, David. 100% on your side. He says, I'm not slot out or slot in. I'm a slot skeptic. I don't know much about him and haven't seen his Feyenoord side. I'll judge what I see after 5 to 10 games. But then he comes back and he says, very underwhelming nonetheless. This is the thing. It's very underwhelming replacing Jurgen Klopp with this guy. Like, the reality is, you're talking about Slot. Like, I'm not going to sit up here and act like I supported a manager that I never wanted, that I never recommended, that I never sat up here and went like, yeah, let's go get Arne Slot from Feyenoord. No one ever said those words. Big up to you, Redline Taranga. Ancelotti had Everton mid-table. Since then, they have fought relegation. He's a big name and he can make the squad compete. And that was my logic earlier on in the Real Madrid debate. That was my logic in the Real Madrid debate. If you're telling me Alonso is going to go to Real Madrid, let's go get Ancelotti then. Simple, Tom. And if Ancelotti is going to stay at Real Madrid, get Xabi Alonso then. It's really not that difficult.
Everton are only fighting relegation because of the damage hiring a winner like Carlo Ancelotti did.
He's actually doing Ancelotti prop. You just are unaware of it.
No.
He said Everton were mid-table under Ancelotti, and after that they're fighting relegation. That's why Ancelotti is a great manager.
But my advocate is ultimately Everton are only in the position they're in now because of what Ancelotti done. Because he spent so big, because he made Everton spend above their means in terms of wages and deals for the likes of Alan and James Rodriguez, who they never got anything back for. And ultimately, he did finish like fucking 10th, despite, all they spent. They are now reaping the fucking problems of that because they now have no financial freedom because they are still tied down to stuff like that.
So you're telling me you'd rather Slot over Ancelotti?
No.
Okay, then.
But we're not in the state. There's a reason why I don't believe hiring managers for 1 year works.
Tom, Xabi Alonso, Ancelotti. One of them is going to manage Real Madrid. Whichever one doesn't manage Real Madrid, get him. Is it that difficult?
Do you think the ownership ensures the situation is the best for Ancelotti to succeed in them?
There ultimately, you go then.
So in an ideal scenario, you bring in Ancelotti, but this ain't an ideal scenario.
Exactly. And we can't make it ideal because of the ownership. Big up to Toko says, hear me out. Slot can be a good scapegoat manager to lower pressure expectations post-Klopp. Let him come, inevitably fail, and fuck him off in the summer. Toka, your logic cannot be. It's good because he's just going to get scapegoated and then we can just fuck him off in the summer. That's some of the worst logic I've ever seen ever, Toka. You're the
This football club is not going to spend 10 million quid on a manager to sack him after a year.
No, but what I'm saying is he's basically saying just make him the scapegoat, so it's a good idea. Toka, you're such a fraud, honestly. Oh my god. Tom, do you have flip-flops on? Hashtag slot out is what David says. Hey.
I like how now a man is not allowed to research something he didn't know.
You never recommended him.
I didn't know because I didn't know who he was. I've now researched it.
Big up to Singer's King who said he's bald, he's Dutch. What could go wrong? I could give you 7 reasons.
Do you know what kills me though? The narrative now that all bald managers are shit is hilarious because the greatest manager of all time hasn't got a fucking hair on his head. I think
who's the greatest manager of all time?
Pep.
You think Pep's better than Bob Paisley?
Yes, ultimately, yeah. I think Pep is the greatest manager of all time.
Oh my god, he just said Pep is better than Bob Paisley.
What Bob Paisley done was exceptional, but Pep is the greatest manager of all time.
He just put Pep over Paisley. Aaron, you can't ever call me a fraud. Aaron, it's done. You're putting Pep Guardiola over Bob Paisley.
I mean,
Don't go do your research now.
Yes.
Don't type on your computer.
I
Why
will
doing
do.
research? You don't know about Bob Paisley?
No, I
Six
know
league
Bob
titles in 9
know
years,
Bob
3
Paisley.
Champions Leagues in 9 years, the
Yeah.
only manager in England to dominate England and Europe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What?
Bob Paisley was exceptional. I think Pep Guardiola's looked at as a better manager than him.
And he done that with 0 charges.
Okay.
Big up to
what? Don't think, man.
Tom is a wool. Tom is a wool. Nah. I'm actually more scars than Tom, honestly.
What
Big
for
up,
saying
guys.
Pep Guardiola's the best manager
You're
of all
backing
time?
Pep over Paisley. Have some shame and decorum.
I
Have
think Pep
some shame and
Guardiola.
decorum.
Whatever.
Guys, just based on that, you should all be slot out because I proved that I'm the guy. I proved I'm the guy. Bad said Bob Paisley below Pep Guardiola, guys. Unbelievable. Big up, guys. Arne Slot to Liverpool is going to be very exciting to see. I really like the manager and play some great footy, is what Steve said. Steve actually sent me a whole explanation yesterday talking about style of play and the way he played, and all that stuff. And see now, Aaron, why you should be on my side. I told you about this Tom fraud. He just said Pep over Paisley. Pep over Paisley. That's the worst take in Husam X Tom Little history.
How is that the worst take in Husam X Tom history?
Sadly, Tom is right though. The Athletic even said that. I have no idea which part is this referring to. The Athletic.
I think this was said about when I said that the Dutch, journalists and the Dutch fans all think Slot was a better manager than Ten Hag in Holland.
Tom has fully drank the Kool-Aid and chugged it. He's fully drank the Slot Kool-Aid. It's mad. Big up to Ben who says, Tom, I love you, but your cosign is only filling me with more uncertainty given your track record. For the record, I am Slot doubt. Is what
everyone was all for my cosign when it was Amorim. Everyone was all for it then.
Because we were all pro Alonso. But Amorim was the second best thing in it.
Look, again, it is what it is. All I'm saying is I've done my research. And
all the Liverpool fans in the chat, I promise you, come December time, all these guys are going to be slot out. And you're going to come back to Daddy, as always, the one guy that you shit on all year long. And then you come back and Husam, you're right. Husam, I should have listened. We should have gotten Ivan Toney in January because we would have been league champions. I've heard it all before, man. Husam, you've been cancelled from all spaces. You've been cancelled from all Liverpool platforms for being so negative. 2 months later, the entirety of Liverpool podcast platforms, YouTube channels, we should have signed a midfielder. Okay, wake up. That's the difference with me. I don't follow the flock. I'm my own shepherd. Slot out, sluts in, all Tom's kids back on the bench, is what Ed says. Big up to you, my guy, Ryan. Big up to you, Ed. Rary says, you're a fraud. How can he be slot out already? We're Liverpool fans and we give managers a chance. Give him a chance, for fuck's sake. He fits the bill. You know what's really funny about Ray saying this? Ray is the same guy that wanted Klopp out, who's the greatest manager we've seen in our lifetime. He's the guy who wanted Klopp out, but me not backing a random Dutch guy is now a problem. Crazy. Big up to you, Ryan. Slot is better than Ten Hag. Ten Hag got carried by a dominant Ajax team, is what TKA says. And that even makes it worse. If TKA and Tom are on the same side, I know we're done. The biggest Arsenal fraud and the biggest Liverpool fraud both on the same side. Long day. I don't mind if you prop Slot if you already rated him, but don't beg it now like Tom. Just say you will back him, but you know nothing like us. Tom was just upset about Amorim yesterday, not the overall situation. Mashallah, both of you. I'm not gonna read that part, but then Delena. W's in the chat for Delena. Everyone, can we get W's in the chat for Delena right now? You get me? W's in the chat for Delena. First and foremost. And actually, guys, I have a quick response to Ray, just quickly.
Can I just say, the 2 girls below us are looking 16 out of 10s today, both of them.
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
Big up to you, Aitusa, aka Delena. Big up to you. Slot made Azad Alkmaar contenders and Feyenoord winners, is what TKA says. Yeah, okay. Big up to you, though. Big up. Yeah, he competed in the Dutch league. Luis Enrique or Zidane would be a good fit. According to Tom, Enrique wouldn't be a good fit because he would demand money. And, his style of football is different because all that we need is just a budget and a style of football. Budget
When-
man
when-
style of football. Get
When
him
did I
in.
say it? When did I say I didn't want Enrique? I think Enrique is a good manager.
So you would take Enrique over Slot?
Yeah.
So you take Zidane over Slot, Inzaghi over Slot, Enrique over Slot, Simeone over Slot, Ancelotti over Slot, Alonso and Amorim over Slot, but you're acting like Slot is a good appointment.
Half the managers I would take aren't going to be managers that are appointed, though, are they? Husam, what I want and what the football club wants are two vastly different things. That's
Yeah,
the
okay,
difference.
so why can't you take a step back and go like the football club's wrong? It's fine. They haven't been perfect. Like you can make mistakes.
I've said the football club. I've been FSG out for how many years? I'm just not going to keep wasting my fucking breath over it. I've got better things to do than every day spout the same shit about FSG. It tires me.
When's the last time you done a stream on Tom Little?
Yesterday, 2 days ago.
Do a stream today before the Everton game by an hour. Talk about this Slot thing. Amorim wants control over transfers and stuff, but Liverpool wants a coach to earn that right. It seems that's a strategy that they are taking.
I don't think a manager can earn the right to control football again, to control the transfers again. I think
here's the thing,
now
Emily. I do want Rihanna, Megan Fox, and then he says, so do I, but we ain't getting them. The problem is, Emily, Liverpool are in a position to get them. That's the difference. Liverpool are like Brad Pitt, so yes, we can get them. Big up to you, Husam. Well, Husam, if you're Slot out, then according to David Ornstein, Feyenoord had rejected the Slot deal already. It's published in the Athletic News, confirm. Alhamdulillah. I hope they keep rejecting, and I hope we actually get Amorim or Alonso. Just give Amorim the money, bro, and keep it stepping, bro. Just keep it stepping. Big up to you, Ben. Big up to Toka, who says Copium is mad in the fan base with the Slot guy. I'm with you, Toka. The Copium is insane. All these guys acting like Slot is a good appointment, only to be Slot out 7 games into the season. Mark my words. Don't judge a book by its cover. Slot might surprise you straight away. My choice was Xabi and Ruben. Yes, he might surprise me, and at the same time, I might be completely correct, and he might completely fail. So where do we go from here, brother? We might go both sides. It's a possibility both things happen. Tom, can you respect the super chatters?
Yeah.
Salah, Trent, Van Dijk, and Alisson will leave. Do you think this is a possibility, Tom?
I don't think Van Dijk leaves. I don't think Alisson leaves, and I don't think Trent leaves. Salah's the one I don't know about. I certainly don't know why Van Dijk would leave, considering he's now getting a Dutch manager. Alisson, there's no situation where we have to sell him.
There's something that tells me deep down Salah's going to Barcelona. I don't know what it is.
Oh, yeah, because Barcelona can afford no Salah, can't he?
I don't believe this whole Barca don't have money thing. Big up to you, David. Bielsa is a left field choice. Hell no, Amit. Hell to the no. I'm not getting Marcelo Bielsa. Please, brother. Please, please don't do that.
Bielsa's teams die in April because they're so tired.
Yeah, I'm not. Bielsa ball on all 4 competitions? Nah, bro. Tom and LFC Twitter said you're finished if you don't get Alonso or Amorim, but now Slot is a good option. What changed? FSG have your fans in a headlock.
I will say this again. I did not know about Arne Slot before yesterday. I have now since done my research, and I like a bit of what I've seen. Do I still prefer the other 2? Yes. But I also know I'm not going to get the other 2. So I have to move on.
I heard him saying that he said, I was surprised with going he's incredible boy. Wonderful. I'm not sure. I don't hear that, but people told me that the crowd was already singing his name. It's just great.
Jürgen, mate, I love you. But it's time to go. Got to mix these packs and potions. No peace till I put a sim in a burner. I'm on a block like Werner. Backroad Laker, fully paid bro. I'm an earner. If I pass, I'm a head top turner. Them elders are washed like Sammy Kadira. And they should start calling me uncle because when I speak on these beats, they get murdered. Bam, 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 bam.
Never ever get that haircut again, Tom. This team is not ready. Our forwards are shit. Midfield is average. Arsenal is ready to win the league. We are just frauds and are lucky we even charging. Let's face reality. No more gaslighting. Yeah, but you're actually the guy who's going all the way to the other side, brother. Like, I don't think this team is dead. I'm looking at the defense.
I'm a happy man, Husam. I've just seen that Chelsea wanted Arne Slot before they got Poch, and Arne Slot turned them down. So that makes 2 clubs he's turned down for. He's already a boss in my eyes. and it means that Arne Slot's better than Poch.
Thing is, like, no, he isn't. Thing is, when you're looking at this current situation of the Liverpool team, I don't think we're dead at all, Captain Salah. I think you're taking it way too much to the other side. I think this team is good, and I think this team is ready to compete. That's why we need a winner. Big up to you, my guy. Big up to JK, who says, Salam, Husam. I said before the season we could win the league. I was close. We need to make sure that we keep our expectations high. Also, Kwanzaa, lol. That's what I'm saying, bro. I don't think this team is like that far away from fucking like winning a league title or anything like. Bro, we are not that far away. We could win the league title easily if we just make right decisions. Big up to you, JK. 2024 people wanting Slot, who they learned about a minute ago over Jose. Tom moves on fast. He was obsessed with Amorim for years. Big fraud. What about Flick?
I too said your first little thing of the super chat explained why I don't want Jose, because we are in the year 2024. We ain't in 2014 anymore. Jose's years of winning titles are long gone.
Big up to you, Itusa. Is this true? Is he a Pep disciple, Slot?
Kind of, yeah. He like, there's elements of his game that are like Pep's. Like his build-up is kind of like Pep's, but it's more crossing-centric and wider area-centric and stuff. His pressing's like ours. Someone said, like, here's a list of all the managers he's taken inspiration from. It was just fucking like 20 managers, and I'm sitting there going, fucking hell, I'm not reading all that. But yeah, I saw Klopp and Pep and Zidane and Ancelotti in there as well, and Jose. And no, Jose's the one guy he doesn't rate. I think he's pissed Jose off multiple times.
Big up to Scottish Bear, who says Liverpool wants a yes man, and then he comes back and says Carlo Ancelotti is on the verge of retirement. Alonso will be Real Madrid manager next year. I don't really think Ancelotti is on the verge of retirement like that. I think if they get Alonso, give me Ancelotti, and if they get Ancelotti, give me Alonso. Simple as. That's what I'm saying, Scottish Bear. I appreciate you. Thank you for the super chat. We have a team primed to go for everything after the transfer window. Do you see Slot being able to handle that pressure and potential?
I think he's got to. I think Edwards sees it as that, so I think I'm gonna have to hope that he sees it as that. Ultimately,
so your answer is I hope it happens, basically.
Well, yeah, logic is yes, he can do, considering he's done that at both clubs he's been at, in AZ and Feyenoord. He's challenged for the top honours, leagues considering. So at that point, I've got to sort of look at it and go, well, I assume he can do the same. That's probably why I've looked at him. What state the squad is in the summer, I don't know though.
Baked, look at me. Copium. Big up to you. Big up to Venta, who says he started his answer with I hope. So I know we're finished. Why do we act like Klopp retired? He will be back. Real, Barca, Bayern, or PSG. If Klopp is available, Real are taking him in a heartbeat, is what Venta says.
Jurgen Klopp has an underdog fetish. That man is not going to go manage Real Madrid and be the top dog.
You know who it makes sense for Klopp to manage? Atletico.
No, it makes.
I actually think Klopp is going Germany national team after this.
That's probably it. I don't see the only other club I could see him managing is like an AC Milan or something, or a Roma or something. He don't take top jobs like that. He's got an underdog fetish. Let's keep it real.
I'm genuinely curious about this Jose take. Wouldn't the contrast and play style alone be too much, even for a season? He'll make Elliot cry. Listen, Jose doesn't have to come in and play attacking football. You know, all Jose has to do is just play counter-attacking football with Park the Bus, and it will work. I mean, we have pace, we have players. I mean, just imagine at the Etihad, 9 men behind the ball, Nunez and Salah at halfway line. Boom. 1-0 win. Jose knee slide at the Etihad. I'm here for it. Andrew saying Slot could break everything, sell Salah, sell Van Dijk and Trent and get the wrong players and finish 7th. He could. And actually finish 7th.
No. Right, I'll put it this way. If Van Dijk, Trent and Salah go this summer, I'm pointing my fingers at the recruitment department because Slot don't have a say. That's the whole reason we're bringing him in, because he don't have a say. So I can't look at him and go, oh, well, the signings were shit. You didn't sign them, though. I can't have a go at you over that. I can't have a go at a monkey for driving a car and crashing the car when I put the monkey in the fucking seat. If we sell all our best players and bring in shit players to replace them and it doesn't work out, I'm going to point my finger at the people who sold the players and brought in the shit ones.
That's what Chelsea fans do, to be fair, but I don't think Slot is good to begin with. Speaking of Chelsea fans, Slot at Poch and advocate for Husam. You think I wouldn't take Poch over Slot? I'm 100% taking Poch over Slot. 1,000,000%. Give me Poch over Slot any day, every day, see. The Dutch league is nearly as bad as the Scottish Premier League in Scotland. Slot, it will probably be a disaster, is what Scottish
No, it
players say.
isn't. No, it isn't. No. Why do we act like
I've watched a couple of Dutch league games. They are dead still.
it's just not the same? Rangers were in the fucking. Rangers have the worst ever Champions League season, and it was last season in the same group that we were.
Yeah, I guess.
The Scottish League is shit. Let's keep it real.
Take Arteta if we don't win the title, says Connor.
I'm
I want
alright.
Arteta. I think the guy is a loser, to be honest with you. Big up to Donny, who says, don't want Mourinho
Hold on,
anywhere near
if
Liverpool.
Arteta comes, do we get the dog as well? Do we take custody of the dog? Or does the dog like Arsenal?
God. Do you
Like,
give
can we
us
have-
win the dog?
Can we have win the dog? It's like a
You know
fucking
what
messy
the-
divorce. You can keep the
You know-
stadium, you can keep the training ground. I'm taking the dog though. The dog's mine.
Tom, you know what's really funny? I think Hamza really started the win the dog slander. He fully started it.
Well,
Hamza's the
be
reason
honest-
why win the dog gets slandered now. Big, that's
Do you want to know what started the win the dog slander? Arteta getting a dog called fucking win when they ain't won shit. And they continue to not win shit.
He told you, he forgot to tell you his second name is fuck all. Don't want Mourinho anywhere near Liverpool to destroy the dressing room. You don't understand Liverpool as a club if you want him. Let's not do this whole you don't understand Liverpool as a club if you want him, because I can just tell you don't understand Liverpool as a club if you want Arne Slot, who has proven fuck all, and Dutch managers have failed consistently over the last 10 years. That's number one. Number two, I don't think Mourinho would destroy the dressing room because this dressing room
No,
is
but
experienced.
Some of Mourinho's dealings and some of the brands he's worked with kind of fuck him up. Like he's worked with the Sun before. That's already a no.
I hear that. Of course, that's a newspaper we do not buy. Michael, I beg you, educate this man in the chat, is what Mr. Link says. Michael who? Which Michael is going to be doing the educating? There's many Michaels.
Michael, I think it was
Talking about.
Michael Talks Football, and he was trying to educate you. Because I think Mr. Link
Oh,
actually
if it's
agrees with
Michael
me.
talks football, then I trust his opinion, to an extent. Because in the Asian Cup, he kept going against Jordan, who ended up winning, So big up to you. Edwards from 2011 brought in crap players with Kenny Rogers. Klopp. Have you forgotten? Edwards is not a master.
Michael
true.
Edwards was not the director of football until 2016-17. Michael Edwards was a fucking analyst. Michael Edwards didn't control who we brought in. Michael Edwards would put names forward. Do you want to know the name Michael Edwards put forward in the summer of 2015-16? Roberto Firmino. Do you want to know who the club opted for and Michael Edwards had to fucking fight and argue and fucking this, that, and the other over? Benteke. When Michael Edwards took over and got his way, we were spot on. Before Michael Edwards, we were buying Simon Mignolet on the fact that he made the most saves in the Premier League. We were buying Stuart Downing on the fact that he made the most crosses in the Premier League. It was a flawed metric. Edwards wasn't in charge then, so let's stop beating him with this stick when he was just a fucking recruitment analyst. He would get the data. He had no say. Fucking hell.
Husam, you're a fraud. Slot is just as much of a risk as the likes of Amorim and Alonso. Back the gaffer, you
No, I'm sorry. Who the fuck? Who's just said Downing was decent? Who has just said Stuart Downing was decent?
Let's not do that. Let's not do that. First of all, Sam, I'm not a negativity merchant. I am not a negativity merchant at all. I'm just someone who's objective, and you guys are always mad for no reason whatsoever. You get me? You guys are always mad because you don't want to hear the uncomfortable truth. And he's not as much as a risk as Alonso or Amorim because they both manage big institutions, big clubs, and both of them have won. So, yeah. To be honest, I would rather have Jose come in for a season or two, says Rishwin. I agree with you 100%. Why is no one talking about we are getting Adidas? What's this Adidas thing?
We're signing with Adidas next year.
I actually bought 2 new Adidas shoes. Want to see them, Tom?
I mean, I guess I'm going to have to, aren't I?
Say that again?
I guess I'm going to have to now because you fucking reached down for them.
Why do you say I guess I'm going to have to? Like, I force you to do shit like you're my fucking employee. You're not. You can say
I know, I'm
no.
not your employee. You don't fucking pay me.
Let me show you my 2 new Adidas shoes I got. You get me? Let me show you. See this one right here, Tom? You get me? What's this one called? Duramo 10. Right here.
You still got the sticker on the bottom of it, by the way.
Look how big my fucking feet are. Have you ever seen the... Guess what my foot size is? UK.
Fucking, I don't know, a 9.
11 and a half.
Fucking hell, you got fat feet, you.
You know what they say about people with big feet, but we're not going. Can I show you the other one, Tom?
Go on.
Let me show you. This is the other one, Tom. This one is more like, you get me, like hipster. This one is like my Deserbi one. You get me. This one right here. Here, Tom.
Why have you got that?
It's, I can lie to you, this would actually look incredible, but it depends what you wear with it. So yeah, those are my two Adidas
That looks
shoes.
like the shit Jurgen Klopp would wear on the sidelines.
Hey, big up Jurgen. That's my manager right there. Big up to you, my guy, Ed. Big up to Bilal, who says, why would our world-class players stay? What's stopping Van Dijk, Salah, and Trent going out with a slot fraud as a manager? # slot out.
Again, what world-class manager do I just buy then? You're saying all this like, oh, go get a world-class manager. Yeah, Salah fucks off if Mourinho comes in, who's a world-class manager. Trent probably fucks
By the way,
off.
for the people calling it fake,
right back.
come on. Don't disrespect my legacy. I don't buy fake shoes.
Just, yeah.
Carry on, Tom.
I just, no, I don't see why they'd all go. I think if they're gonna go, it'll be a decision that's already been made. Fuck's sake.
QVC. Hey, I didn't do an infomercial or anything. Make sure you guys go buy Scrub Daddy. You get me? Buy Scrub Daddy. It's useful for all your washing applications. That's not what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm just showing you the shoes because Adidas was mentioned. You get me? Big up to you, Bilal. I'm with you, Bilal, by the way. I really think there's a possibility of all of them leaving. Big up Singh, who says, yes, Husam. Big up my G. Back again. From Chabi to Slot, we are finished. I'm done with this club. I was on board with Mourinho. # slot out. I'm so glad there are so many people who are slot out. I am so glad there are so many people who are slot out who are just not following, you know, what is trendy, which is just, let's just back the manager and give him a chance. I'm not doing any of that stuff. Big up to you, Singh, my guy. Big up to Ed, who says Slot is the type of guy that tells a gal she's a 16 out of 10, and then he comes back and says, Tom is a slut for slot. Wow, that's a great super chat right there. Big up to you, Ed. Relax, Tom. Relax, Husam. Slot will smoke these bozos. There you are. And then he says, Downing helped Liverpool to a League Cup and an FA Cup final. Brother, the reason why we won these competitions has nothing to do with Stuart Downing. You fraud. Dr. Footy.
You know who else is in both them squads? Jay Spearing.
You know what it is, Tom? I actually said this. I don't know if you'd believe this. I actually thought Jay Spearing was a good player. I actually thought, Tom, at the time we were so shit that Jay Spearing used to fight and tackle in the midfield, which I was like, okay, that's a good thing.
Anyone who was slot out, this is the guy you're fucking following into the woods. A man who rated Jay Spearing.
The same guy wanted Klopp sacked last season for Thomas Tuchel. The same guy, exactly. The same guy is a Nunez guy. The same guy. What shall I go on with all your shit takes? Let's go there.
Keep going.
Uber 7
you missed
says,
one.
Nice hit, Sam, brother. We win tonight. Do we win tonight, Tom?
No. We best had them.
You see Jota out again. Loki Tampalino was right all along. Sell him. I'm at the point where
I can't sell him, no, because ultimately I can't buy someone who's clinical. I said it yesterday. You know, after the Arsenal game, I said, imagine going up against the front three of Bowen, Jota, Trossard. You'd be put under zero pressure all game and lose 3-0. He'd give up 3 half chances and he scored them. Shit like that.
Player. Analyst is how data is reviewed and determined, right?
So the analyst collates all the data and puts it all together as they're asked to do. It's up to the people higher up than him to look at the data and make their decision. When Edwards was looking at the data and had the decision-making power, he got it all right. When he was the guy collating the data and sending it forward, the people who reviewed the data got it all wrong. It's simple. Look at it like that. That's all you've got to look at it.
Simple maths, lad. Yo, Tom, adios, Amorim.
I also think that Edwards got a promotion to head of recruitment analytics in December 2012. Do you know his first 2 signings after he got appointed the head? Sturridge and Coutinho.
Who?
His first 2 signings were Sturridge and Coutinho. Or the first two
man.
signings when he was the head.
I just have a dream if Daniel Sturridge was just fit. There's two things I wish we done. I wish we actually got a proper centre back in, and Daniel Sturridge was fit. Man. Root cause FSG. Second cause low ambition LFC fans. It's the reason we went 30 years without a league title. If we lose Trent on a free, I'm done, says Param Singh.
I don't think, to be honest, if he wants to go, I think we sell him. I don't think we're going to lose players on frees now.
I think there's a possibility of many players leaving, man, unfortunately. I hope I'm wrong, but I generally see it as a possibility. Not probability, possibility. Big up to you. Big up to Uber7 who says, don't know Slot, but gives me 10 Hag 2.0 vibes.
It's funny though, all you need to do is look on like Twitter and stuff at all these Fino fans and they go, I can't believe all these people are saying he's a bad manager because he's got no aura and he's bald and all this. I'm sitting there going, fucking hell, is Ten Hag's influence that big that we now think all bald managers are shit? The requirement for being a good manager is ahead of her.
Slot will try get Tarkovsky and Cody. We're not getting Tarkovsky and Connor Cody, man. Come on, Dr. Footy. Where the fuck does Connor Cody play now?
Leicester.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
He's only 31.
Yeah.
Does he actually start for Leicester?
I don't know. I don't think so. He's had injury problems this year, so I don't know if he would start. I don't think he has
Let me
much
check
this
who
year.
started Leicester versus Southampton. Face and Vestergaard.
Mm-hmm.
Connor
But
Cody
yeah,
came on, though.
Yeah, he plays for Leicester now.
Slot out Spearing it. You know, Spearing is still an active member of this Liverpool squad, FYI. Just so you guys are aware.
He's not. He's part of the under-21s. He's not registered for the first team.
He could get an appearance. It wouldn't be illegal. Anyway, guys.
He can't because he's not registered.
Make sure you guys are liking the video. Make sure you guys are subscribing to This Is Football. I'm going to be back, inshallah, later on tonight for the Liverpool-Everton watch-along.
We didn't even talk about Liverpool-Everton. There was no discussion about what team we're going to go for.
There's not enough time, unfortunately, because 2 hours almost. I need to go eat and go to the gym before I have an important meeting.
Give me a score prediction then.
We're going to wrap it up here, guys.
Give me a score prediction.
Honest score prediction or like Liverpool supporters score prediction?
Both. What you want to happen, what you think will happen.
What I want to happen is 4-0.
Mm-hmm. And what you think will happen?
What I think will happen, 1-1.
No, you've got to concede to Everton. They haven't got a striker. Calvert-Lewin's injured and Beto's injured. They haven't got a fit striker. Who we
My brother, we conceded to Sheffield at Anfield.
Fuck's sake.
What's yours?
I'm hoping for a 5-0. I think it will be a 2-0.
Tom, didn't Slot win the Dutch Cup? Show some respect. I like how they're asking you to show some respect when I'm the guy that's...
I've been the only fucker showing respect.
Dr. Footy, can you wake up, Habibi? Wake up, Akhi. I'm the one who's Slot out, not Tom. Tom is Slot in. Let history remember for when Tom is Slot out like 6 games into the season. Anyway,
by the way, you're getting cooked on Twitter right now as well. No context fancy me posted the clip where you said I'm already Slot out and everyone's just going, oh my god, it's this fucker again.
Sure, where? Send me the link, please. Can you send it in the private chat? Send it in the private chat so I can pay it from
there. Yeah.
Can you actually just share screen? How about that? So we can go to the quote tweets and replies. Might as well.
I will do. I'm just waiting for this to
No context, Fan TV, whoever the fuck you are. Can you reveal yourself?
Where is it?
Share it.
I'm just trying to find it now. There we go.
Fuck's sake. It's
so you so do you want me to go through all the
No, share it first.
Yeah. That's what I'm doing.
Why always me, bro?
He's on a Slot house already. Then I don't even know how to get to the quote sheets on this though.
Oh my god.
But yeah, you're getting cooked. I don't know how to get to the quote retweets. Like
I'll show you how. Let's scroll down in the replies. Can you zoom in first of all, so we can actually read what the fuck is being Top right, zoom in more. Yes, go on. Go down. Let's read some replies. Okay, banter era. Embarrassing. He could take Poch, probably a Chelsea fan who's mad at me. Go down. We're not gonna read them all like specifically. Embarrassing. Tom Little still thinking Amorim talking. He's spot on. Someone said I thought you liked him. Slut out. All I hear is
That's the audio clip.
show more replies.
Oh.
These are people calling me a fake Liverpool fan. I don't want Gary O'Neill or Brendan Rodgers. What a fucking liar.
Why the fuck's Dave having a go at me?
I have no idea. You're always gonna hold strays. Whoever listens to this Bodo is a dud, silly cunts. The same twat that told Chelsea fans to be patient with Poch. I'll tell you how to check the quote tweets. Go to No Context Fan TV itself. I'll teach you how.
Okay.
Share screen so I can show you how. Brother, no one trying to read your DMs. For fuck's sake. Don't act like you're out here.
I was going on my phone to read them. That was it. So the
Okay, now go on it. I'll scroll down. Okay, scroll down. Click on the tweet.
yeah.
Scroll down. Wait, what? Click
Yeah, it's up
on. Wait, how do you check quote tweets, chat?
Someone tell me because he's getting fucking cooked. It's hilarious.
Yeah, someone tell me how do you check quotes. Chat, do you guys know how to do it on PC? If anyone knows in the chat, let me know, please. He says, "Oh, they removed it. It's only on phone."
That's
there's
why.
something
That's
about
what I was
saying-
doing. I was about
Okay,
to
try
get it on.
click on retweet, see what happens.
View quotes.
view
There we
quotes.
go.
There you are. There you are. Just go down, go down. Go down. That guy had him blocked. He's disrespecting me every time. No way this prick is still about. I am. Everyone's so angry.
What an embarrassing person was that?
Everyone is so bad, bro. You're ruining your reputation, John, by working with this muppet. Scroll down. Let's read. Slot out already. Hamza, of course. Thought he disappeared. Nope, I'm still here.
I was.
They really thought that they actually fully believed Spaces was my job. So toxic. Masejo, one of the bitches from Twitter who apologized to me. Yeah, I still believe in that cool Twitter thing. They're so mad.
It's just.
I'm so angry. Scroll down. I'm so happy. I do not have Twitter. Glory Hunter supporting Liverpool. Scroll. No. Go to that one. There's a guy backing me. Scroll up a little bit. No, the one after. Yeah, this one. Watch him. Look at all this valid criticism. Oh, never mind. I thought he was. Go down. Cut. Scroll down. I shake my head. Watch idiots like this.
Oh, you got one back in you.
Big up, Alexis.
You got one back in you. And then it's this guy's the worst Liverpool fan.
The worst Liverpool fan to exist.
Oh,
Big up
another
to
one back
Michael
in you.
Uzoho. Dub, man.
Guy should be dealt with. Oh, he should be dealt with. He was better than Ten Hag.
Sharik
Got
is
another one.
backing me.
Slot House.
Slot out. W, whoever this guy is.
Oh my god. What the fuck?
That's
Raw,
a
some
fucking
people
crazy.
treat this shit too seriously. You're a fake fan who's only in it for the views.
Yeah, I've heard that one before.
You're a horrible little leech. He would have complained when Klopp got hired.
Actually,
by
I didn't. I
FSG.
wanted Jurgen Klopp.
If you're slot out, then get the hell out. Oh my god. How
This is
pathetic
definitely-
must you be? Stuart Down. Oh my god, how is
That's
Stuart
fucking
Downing
LB.
here?
I bet you LB retweeted that or something. Scroll down.
Generally can't believe people watch this.
Alhamdulillah, we're almost on 30k. Like and subscribe. Don't even read that.
Bro,
one.
he already wants Arne Slot house.
Yeah,
It hasn't even been one full day. Just
Bellend.
got called a bellend. Yet he didn't give a reason why he's bad. Already Slot house. Does anyone give a shit? He's
Yes,
not wrong.
30,000 people do. He's not wrong.
Can't wait for
Okay,
this.
scroll down.
Oh
That's
my
crazy.
god, what
a crazy
the
one.
fuck? Lad, people are way too comfy on this app. What the shit? Yeah. So you're getting grilled. for being slot out already.
I'm even getting grilled in fucking French. There's still more quote tweets.
That's it. That's it.
Yo,
It's done.
thank God I'm fucking off the Twitter app, brother. That's crazy quote tweets right there. But hey, listen, big up to all the people who do care and who do watch, like, subscribe, all the good stuff. We have 4 super chats. Tom didn't slot win the Dutch Cup. Oh, I read this one. Slot in, big up, says Husam's fan. I rather have Roy back. Slot out. Okay, that's too far. I'm not gonna have Roy Hodgson back. Big up to all of you guys. Make sure you guys are liking. Make sure you guys are subscribing. And yeah, we'll see you guys back inshallah later for the watch along.